Well, here we are, episode 141. And on this episode, as usual, I have the Wrecking 2, Lou Collichio and Mark Smith from the Music Relish show on YouTube. So usually I say Mark Smith and Lou Collichio, but this week, Lou's on top. He's a top. I mean, you know what I mean. That really didn't come out right. He might not like it. But I don't care. On this show, they have Random Relish. On this show, I have Mixtape. So let's do a Mixed Relish show. Random conversation. Let's see if this goes 2.5 hours. I hope not. Enjoy the show.
The KOFB studio presents Milk Crates and Turntables, a music discussion podcast hosted by Scott McLean. Now, let's talk music. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Amanda, for that wonderful introduction. As usual, welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Welcome to the podcast. You know the name, I'm not going to say it. We're streaming live right now over YouTube, a couple Facebook pages, Twitch, X, D-Live, Instagram. Instagram's kind of hard. I'm not a big Instagram fan, to tell you the truth. Really not. I don't pay much attention to it, but it's a source. It's a platform. So, what the hell? What the hell? Speaking of hell, let's bring on Mark Smith.
Howdy.
What the hell?
Howdy ho. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm going to give you a little secret. Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Right, keep it to yourself. I'm looking out my window at downtown Pearl River, and I can see the building where Tom Spallone is sitting right now having a glass of wine. Think he's watching the show.
He's in town?
Yeah, visiting his son.
Ah.
Probably won't see him, but he's 2 blocks from me. I can
of course. Of course you won't see him. Because that's what friends do after 25, 30 years. That's what they do. However many years it is.
Yep.
You know? Speaking of friends.
I thought I was on top.
Get the fuck out of my spot. Get out of my spot. There you go.
That's better. Now you're on the bottom.
Those in sunny Paraguay, it looks like. He's at a hostel in Paraguay.
Or Uruguay.
It's the hostel.
Uruguay, Paraguay. Is that like San Salvador, El Salvador?
It's more like Buncombe County, North Carolina.
Buncombe County. Yes,
the sun
sir.
will be setting. The lighting will change.
Ah, okay. Patty Yossi, good evening.
Hey, Patty.
Hey, Patty.
Allison, good evening.
Hey, sis.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. What are we talking about? Oh, I just wanted a shameless plug for my new podcast called the Vets Connect podcast. VETS CONNECT, one word. Vets Connect podcast. It's getting some legs already. It's getting some good backing from the VA and from a division of United Way. Where I interview nonprofits that help veterans. And I already have at least 10 interviews lined up, and they just keep coming in. So if you want to listen to another podcast with me, that's not a good selling point, I think. I don't think that's going to make it any more exciting.
I heard you pilot, and I love it, and I think it's a great subject.
Yes.
It means a lot to me, so I'm going to spread the word on it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I want to, and it really isn't about me, that one. I just ask the questions, I provide the platform, and I have the discussion with the people that run these nonprofits that help veterans. Again, it's called Vets Connect Podcasts on all the platforms. It was Allison said it was very good. Loved it. Thank you very much. When's episode 2? I'm releasing it Sunday night, so it'll be out there Sunday night, Monday. I'm interviewing my friends Rhonda Fritschall and Nungay Johnson from the Herd Foundation. So that was kind of weird. That's like me interviewing you two. Like, it's
hard to interview someone.
There's a familiarity
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
I avoided saying the word familiarity because I didn't want to fuck it up. So I says there's a sense of friendship. If you see a sense of friendship, because that's a little more serious, that podcast. But it's really good. I have somebody in Illinois, a nonprofit there, a nonprofit in Rhode Island, a nonprofit up in the Panhandle here, a bunch from around here. It's getting some attention, and I wanted to just get the word out to veterans that these nonprofits exist, because I didn't know they existed. I just knew the VA.
Right.
It's really like, so I did my second interview today, and I'm just going to start lining them up and just release every Sunday. And Allison Hanley, my buddy Allison, she gave me some, she's one of the people I know will give me direct criticism. Now, whether I take it or not is another thing, but I love Allison.
I won't do that. I'm scared to give that to you.
No, she's not. She never was. That's one of the things I love about her. So anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about me.
How do you feel about me?
Yeah, how do you feel about me? All right, gentlemen, let's get right into it. Let's play a little 45 polka. For the people that don't know what it is, I have a box of 45s here, the old 45, and Mark has the exact same design, which I thought was hilarious.
Creepy.
Must have been a popular model then. Back in the 70s. I have a box of old 45s. Mark does too, and Lou does. Right, Lou? Do you have yours this week?
I can only find one. I don't know where the rest are.
It's 145. Well, that's not going to do us any good.
I know.
So then we'll do this like we did before.
Tiebreaker.
I'll do the that big head Todd the Wet Sprocket just rolled into the live stream. I am here entertain me as you. He's consistent if he's anything. Dave Phillips, King of the 45s, just rolled into the live stream. Yeah.
The human jukebox.
Yeah, the human jukebox. Yeah. What is it? Dave's Tunes.
Tony's Tunes.
Tony's Tunes. That's his dog.
His dog. Yeah.
Tony is his dog. Yeah.
Different taste.
Yeah. So for the people that might not know, I'm going to pick a 45 and for each one of us, and then I'll pick a second one. Then Mark has the flop card, and the one with the best 3 45s wins the day. I am on a 18 game winning streak. Is it now? It's 18.
Three.
It's 4. It's 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
5, 4 in a row. Yeah, Lou's lost 4 in a row.
Right, no,
Lou's been on a bad.
I won 2 in a row, and I've lost all the rest.
Exactly. You were dominating when it was just my.
Came out strong.
Patty Yassi sent me all her 45s, and well, that was your downfall.
Yeah,
that was your downfall.
That's right.
So I have not reshuffled this deck. I still have a bunch left, so they're piled up on the outside over there. So as you can see, there's not that many. I got a couple weeks left in here, and then I'll reshuffle all the 45s. All right, so let's start off with Lou.
Feeling lucky tonight.
Feeling lucky, buddy. Feeling lucky. Let's see. What 45 is Lou going to draw? Let me see. Wait, I have to answer my friend Allison Hanley, or she'll yell at me. I don't like that. Do you have that little yellow thing in the middle of the foot? No, the disc. I don't have that little disc. Yeah.
I used to throw those at my sister. When
you flick them. Like you'd hold them and you shoot them. You shoot them at each other. Yeah.
Not my sister on here. My other sister.
Of course you're going to say that. Your sister on here will whoop your ass, boy.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see what
watching.
Lou pulls out this week. Let's see if he starts off strong. From Capitol Records.
Here we go.
Capitol
Good
Records.
start.
All right. Let's see. This is an okay one. Tavares.
Okay.
Tavares, Boston's own Tavares.
Oh, from Boston.
That's where they're from.
It only takes a minute, girl, to fall in love.
It's another middling disco R&B song I've gotten.
What is it? Meddling?
Middling. It's just
Middling?
middling.
They called it middling. No.
Middling.
All right. That's me. It's all me.
God.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. I get See, now every week the pressure mounts.
Lucky sevens.
Every
Take
week
him
the
down.
pressure mounts.
Take him down, Mark. Take him down.
From Areola America Records.
Say that again,
Areola.
please.
Who the fuck would name their record company Areola?
Is it Bo Nipley? I had a friend that was his nickname.
Bo Nipley?
Don't I know?
What if he have you heard?
The Thompson Tits. I mean,
Oh.
said that. Lou is not olive drab this week. No, Lou is in sunny Uruguay. Or did I say Paraguay?
I said Uruguay.
You said it.
I'm in sunny Paraquat.
All right, here we go. Oh, Jesus, this one isn't.
I love it already.
Marmalade. Fly, fly, fly.
Fly? No, I think a fly, Robin fly.
Well, let's do a quick hit right here. Let's see.
That's another middling. That's a middling hit.
Yeah. Marmalade.
Is it Marmalade?
Greatest hits. They have a greatest hits actually. Let's see.
Greatest hits.
I don't even see it on the greatest hits. Marmalade. Oh boy.
Fly.
I have to know what this song. We have to know it, right?
Yeah.
Fly,
when you hear it, you'll know it.
Oh, it's a bonus track.
Are you sure you got the A side, not the B side?
Nice bonus.
Oh boy, it's not a disco song.
No, it's not.
Run of the
Brownsville
mill rock and
Station.
roll.
No, I don't like that song. Let's see what the other one is. Falling Apart at the Seams. Lou?
That's a Cinderella song.
Don't know it.
Let's see.
I didn't know
Marmalade. This is a horrible pick, but I have to know. Falling Apart at the Seams. Let's see. Come on. Oh, that's just this is some 70s cheese.
It is.
Oh, that's a loser right there.
Homage to
Fuck
fromage.
me, yeah. All right, not looking good. I need some big ones. Here you go, Mark. This is all you.
I'm in the lead. I'm in the lead right now.
They're in the lead. Blue's finally in the lead.
Want to hear something neat? They're from Scotland. So they tried to be the Bay City Rollers.
Must be
Dave Phillips,
Frampton.
King of the 45, says Marmalade did Reflections of My Life. Patty Gossi, she says, it's disco. That wasn't it. Well, that's what it says on this one.
Reflections
Marmalade.
of my life. That's
There
it.
you go. I don't know.
Dave, that was the hit. I think Reflections of my life. That was
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So anyway, all right, here we go. I'm losing right now. So, Mark, here you go from ABC Records.
ABC Dunhill.
Dunhill. Yeah.
Okay, ABC Dunhill. This, if there was 70s cheese,
Yeah.
Great.
It's me.
if there is a Hall of Fame of 70s cheese,
This rat will take cheese.
this is in it. Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods. You know the song. You know the song. Billy, don't be a hero. It was a hit, though.
That's the biggest hit. Mark, I think Mark's in the lead.
I think that was a bigger hit than Tavares. It only takes a minute, girl. All right, here you go, Lou.
I
Round
think
two
that
for you.
also falls under 1970. I think it's 74. There's cheesy songs of 74.
Oh, yeah. They were the early 70s.
Terry
Just-
Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Lou,
Terrible.
here you go. Number two. Let's see what
right.
you pull out here. The Sound of Philadelphia.
All right.
Lou is on a fucking disco roll right now. The 3 Degrees. When will I see you
Ooh.
again?
That was a hit.
When will I see you again?
Is that the song?
Yep, sweet, sweet love. When will I see
Hearts
you
beat
again?
together. Are we in love?
I need a
or
big
just
one right here.
friends?
I need a big one right here. Here we go.
Someone isolate that track. That whole
Okay,
clip
this
there.
says there's writing on this one. It said, would you love to see here. Patty wrote notes on her. You don't even try to get to know her. You drove.
It's the lyrics.
You don't know her. Do you want to? Look at this. There's all this writing on this.
Oh, that's her diary. Don't read her diary.
Oh, this is a promo. This is a promo 45.
Cool.
A rare. I love promos. I collect like album promos. You know what the thing about promos are? That do not sell or not for sale.
Yeah.
They are all original printings.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're all original printings that when they do that. And I have, I don't know, I probably have about 10 really good ones. I just, for some reason, I just love
I'd have
the
them too.
promos.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what she has. Let's see. Mike Hammond been watching the show. What's up, buddy?
And he said it too, Cinderella.
It's from Capitol Records.
All right.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh boy.
The Stimu, like Dr. Hook.
Ooh, Dr.
You
Hook.
and Doug.
The Stimu,
How do you spell that?
STIMU. This says includes excerpts of songs contained in Dr. Hook's Capitol album, Bankrupt. Try it, you'll like it. Try it, you'll like it.
It's a
The
sampler.
Stimu. Oh, I'm done this week. I'm fucking fried.
Dr. Hook.
The Stimu. Should I even try to listen to that? No.
You should have a turntable next to you.
The fucking the album thing, the 45 sounded better than the fucking
Wow.
45 itself. All right, here we go. Mark.
Yeah.
This is Lou's in the lead again.
I'm in the lead right now.
Yeah. Lou is so desperate
pumped.
to win.
I really am.
Now
am.
remember, Lou, since I've won 4 in a row and you won 2, this means Mark has never won.
Yeah.
That's even
We're all-
worse.
You pulled some good songs though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we're all feeling
there
sorry
was,
for you,
there's
Lou.
a couple of controversial
Well,
calls.
last week was a judgment call. I had to make the call on it.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm used to those calls, Lou.
Allison Haley likes that. It only takes a minute, girl.
To get it on.
It is that was a disco hit, right? All right, here we go. From Pennytone Records.
Tom Hanks.
Pennytone.
Pennytone Records. Oh, you fucking lost. This is worse. I might be in second place right now. Pennytone Records, right? There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Pennytone Records. Why don't they understand? And Playing the Field by Tony Conigliaro. The Boston Red Sox could have been the greatest. Hit in the face with the pitch.
That's him.
Never played it. Tony C. A Red Sox player. Oh, Mark just dropped to the bottom. At least
I
have
got a
Dr.
Red
Hook.
Sox. I
At
couldn't
least
get a
I-
Yankee. Had to be a Red Sox.
Yeah. Well, all right, Mark, you got the flop card. I mean,
I
Lou
kind of like that.
Lou looks like he's walking away with this one, but
Maybe not.
right.
Might pull a stinker.
unless I pull a
Feeling
huge
good.
one because I don't have a chance in hell. Mark,
right,
you can
one.
pull this out, Mark, but
All right, so this has but it's Motown, no sleeve.
okay. It's Lou.
Diana Ross and the Supremes. Will This Be the Day and Love Child?
Oh, Lou
Love
won.
child.
Yeah, Lou win. Lou got the Motown and the disco this week. Lou pulls it out. Well, you might as well flop the cards with me and you, Mark.
All right, see who's the biggest loser.
Yeah, exactly. Who's
the
the biggest?
comeback
At least I come
kid.
in second, maybe.
Let's see what we got here.
Because it's come down to this 145 mark to see who comes in second.
Okay, so this is you, right, Scott?
Yes.
Lori Records of
Oh.
New York.
Jesus.
Dion,
Ooh.
Abraham, Martin, and John,
Oh!
and Daddy Roland. Abraham, Martin, and John.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Mark, this is your make or break. Well, yeah, I think I'm winning. Dr. Hook obscurity over Tony Conigliaro,
Steamu.
Red Sox
Stymu.
guy.
The
sang-
old Epic label. Remember the old one with the
Oh,
yellow?
Yeah. That's not good.
Nah, well, Sly and the Family Stone. Everybody is a Star, and Thank You.
Oh, thank you
Wow.
wins. Yeah.
Wow.
If you had another, if you had a good middle of the road, you would have won.
Yeah.
So Mark comes in second once again. Holds the record for that. So, all right, let's get that out of the way. I want to talk about some bands that maybe you've caught on to lately. And you go on to Spotify or you go on to Amazon Music, and you find something. I don't know where I found this first band, but I started going down a rabbit hole, and I discovered that there's this whole thing that's been going on since like 2010, and it's called Cold Wave. COLD, Cold Wave. Not New Wave, heavily influenced by New Wave.
Okay.
Or more in the direction of Dark Wave, maybe. Like Susie and the Banshees is considered like Dark Wave.
Yeah.
But it's all New Wave. So I came upon this band. I got a couple of them actually called Hangwire. Right?
Yeah.
You got to check them out, man. If this band isn't heavily influenced by Joy Division, I don't know who is.
Oh, they sound good.
Dude, that heavy bass all throughout starts off the songs, goes throughout the song, that heavy 80s kind of, not like that sound, not a synth bass, but it's just heavy bass.
Yeah.
And they're from Montevideo, Uruguay. That's where I got Uruguay.
Ah,
Yeah,
That's why I'm in Uruguay right now.
Yeah, what?
I'm in Uruguay right now.
That's where you are right now. Why don't you go see Hangwire?
I hung out with him.
that's
But
why
you
he's
gotta
there.
check
He
them
just
out,
signed
man.
him. Yeah.
You got to check them out, Hangwire.
Hangwire.
And they're from Uruguay. So then, going down the rabbit hole, I came across this band, and they played in Miami last night. And I was going to go down and see them. It's at the small club. And driving to Miami is just a pain in the ass. And it's, going to a show on a Wednesday night at a small club. And, this it's kind of, I've done it before. And no, I'm going by myself. But I was like, something came up and I really couldn't make it. But they're called Traitrs, Traitrs. And they're from Toronto.
I've heard them.
Yeah. They've been around for a while. Now, that sound to me, they have that Echo and the Bunnymen kind of sound.
Okay.
So these are all this cold wave sounds, right?
Yeah.
I had no idea this shit existed, but I can't stop listening to it now.
Cool.
It is, even my wife listened to it and she's like, that's 80s, right?
So I could just search Cold Wave.
Yeah, I think that was just the description it was given, Cold Wave.
Yeah, someone's got a Cold Wave mix on Spotify. I see it here.
Yeah. And so then I came across this band called Lebanon Hanover. And they are this British-German post-punk sound. And they have it's a guy and a girl. She's Swedish, I think. She's from Switzerland or something. And they have a really like Susie and the Banshees type sound. So they're called Lebanon Hanover. And each of those words, each part of the name represents where they're from in their particular country.
Okay.
And
Hanover,
then
England.
there's a group called Forever Grey, and they're from Los Angeles. They have a really, that dark, the heavy voice, almost like a Bauhaus
Yeah.
type sound to them.
Uh-huh.
But that's Forever Grey as a Grey. So Hangwire, Traitrs, Lebanon Hanover, and Forever Grey. Those are the cold wave bands that I started adding them to my playlist, my finely manicured playlist. And I can't, it's just like flashbacks to the 80s. It's amazing. And I did not know this existed. Like, what the hell? See, this is what happens when life gets in the way of your music. And you don't really research. Like when we were younger, you'd go digging around looking for this shit.
Well, if there's one good thing about Spotify, for us, we're older now. We don't have time to be digging in record stores like we used to. Spotify's great. At your fingertips, you've got a world of music. So in that respect, I support it. But if I really like a band, if I really like them, I will buy their CD to show them the support.
Yeah.
If they have a CD, not every band does, but
did you ever see the show on Netflix, The Playlist?
no.
Oh, it's a whole thing on how Spotify came about.
Oh, wow.
But the way it's done is brilliant. There's 5 individuals involved, and each episode is from that person's perspective.
Okay.
And it's really like they all have a little bit of different, how this really happened, how this person was, or how that person was. But it's called The Playlist. I highly recommend it. It's got the dub, which I just have gotten used to. I used to hate it, but now I'm just kind of used to it on Netflix because I'd rather watch a foreign English dubbed show than any garbage on network television. So that's.
You mean it's so they're talking in another language?
Yeah, and it's like the voices are dubbed over.
Oh,
what's the original language? Dutch?
Yeah, it's. I think it's somewhere around there.
I
Yeah,
thought it was Swedish. The guy that founded it, maybe.
yeah, it could have been. It could have been.
Northern Europe.
Yeah, and then there's one more band that I found. They're an American band. And it's more modern sound. They're called Cherry Ghost. Cherry Ghost, and they've been around for a little while. They kind of have an ambient aspect to their sound, but catchy beats. Like there's a contrast. There's a song called 4 a.m. and it could be a country song, but it's very upbeat, right? The lyrics kind of have a country feel to them. I'll meet you out on the dance floor type thing.
Yeah.
But the beat is real poppy. And then you have a song called People Help the People, and it has kind of a Coldplay sound to it.
Oh, okay.
So Cherry Ghost. Go check them out on Spotify.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hangwire, Traitrs, that's Traitrs. Right. Lebanon Hanover, Forever Grey, and Cherry Ghost. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. I was kind of happy with the discovery of it.
Lebanon Hanover have a intriguing song title, "Kiss Me Till My Lips Fall Off."
All right. I want to know, number one, how I wasn't told that my backlighting wasn't on. Thanks, guys. See, it's off now. No, it's on. You know what else isn't on?
What's that?
Iron Man, activate.
Activate.
There you go.
Liverpool.
Oh, fuck. What? Coffee maker.
Coffee maker. Make coffee. What the hell?
Good to the last drop.
Okay, Mark, have you come across anything new lately?
Well, this isn't new as in just released, but I got the CD from somebody a while back and I just didn't listen to it. A couple weeks ago, I went to see a guy named Vinnie Moore. Vinnie Moore came about, remember after Yngwie came out, we had all these shredders releasing these instrumental solo albums and they're all going crazy on the guitar. Who can play fast?
You might remember that. I wasn't that. I never listened.
I got burned out on it because it all sounded the same, neoclassical. So this guy, Vinny, though, he was different. He was a little more progressive and he wasn't as like thrashy. He was a little easier to listen to. So I saw him down in Teaneck, about 30 miles from my house here. Only about 30 people showed up. That's the sad part. But I've been listening to him and he does things. He'll put out a CD and the first 5 songs will be with a vocalist. Then the second 5 songs will be instrumental versions of those songs. But when he plays the solo, he's not just mimicking what the vocalist did. And he's good. This guy, he's a workhorse. He's been with the UFO. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, he was probably the longest serving guitarist in the band. They finally, I think, broke up. But very approachable guy. After the show, you didn't have to do a meet and greet. He just was there. Hey, how you doing?
That's what the dude from the church did. He just came out into the lobby and was like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
just hanging out.
That means he really does.
I follow him on Facebook.
Who's that?
Steve Kilby. He from church. He's very
well. He did the guitarist. Steve Kilby kind of stayed to himself that one, but the guitarist came out and was just like hanging out. I love when artists do that.
They're all pretty connected to their fans, and it's almost intimate. It's intimate, really.
Yeah.
Like you're still saying, Mark. He didn't have to come out and was like, Mr. Moore will come out in 20 minutes. He just came out and he was there.
The music hall I went to, Debonair Music Hall. Lou, you probably know what it used to be. I forget the old name of the club in Teaneck.
I don't know Teaneck. I know. I told you a friend of mine was playing the following week.
Okay. It's so small. There's no backstage. He
Okay.
pretty much, I guess they're in their van outside
That's small.
changing, you know. But it's big as in height, but there's no backstage. They just didn't build a backstage area. So, but I think the meet and greets, unless you're really, really big, and I think it controls fans, but I think some of the smaller bands were trying the meet and greets, and yeah, they were making money, but it's also kind of dying. Like, so you pay extra money and you shake their hand, and that's it, you know. Whereas it though, I think we've all been through this. So, do you ever meet someone you really like and you got that annoying fan that just won't shut up and won't let anybody else talk to them? So, I could see the artist not liking that too. On the other hand, you know.
Yeah. What else you got? Anything? Come up with anything?
You know, I've been deep diving just on older stuff that I never really listened to. There's holes in my music.
It's just
Thanks
what
to
I'm
Mr.
saying.
Lou here, the professor here, just recommending stuff. So, you know, I did a deep dive the other day on hold on, I'm flipping around here. Hold on.
Good Rats.
Yeah, Good Rats. So
What are they
knew
called?
about them, the Good Rats.
The Good Rats.
It became Good Rats. Like Eagles is not the Eagles, you call them that. They're known as Good Rats from Long Island.
Okay.
I don't know if they ever made it up to Boston, the popularity, but they were big in the tri-state area and I think in the Midwest too. They were one of those bands that never really, they could have cracked it, but they didn't. Right?
Yeah.
You know, because they kind of did their own thing a little too much. But Lou talked about them on the Music Rel show, and then I just started listening. I'm like, holy shit, they're good. They had some good music. So that's what I like about Spotify. So I sat there one night and just started going through bang, bang, bang. Now, you know, what if you buy a vinyl and you don't like the band? You don't get mad. Yeah, it's okay, you know, but it's kind of a downer if you spent money, especially when you were young, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm catching up. I missed a lot of good music when I was a kid because I was pretty much stuck in the stuff I listened to. I was stuck in prog and I just didn't give an ear to other things. So I'm kind of like catching up now.
All right. What about you, Lou?
I'd like to tune you guys onto a band from Asheville called Band of Horses. Have you heard of them? They get some alternative XM airplay. Guitar driven, kind of atmospheric, kind of shoegazy, but it's got a beat, but it's got a really good singer. I don't know who the singer is. The bass player is a customer. He comes to the shop where I work. Really cool guy. I think if you like kind of that, they almost have like an English sound. That's what I don't know any album titles, but I just listen to them randomly.
They're on Spotify.
They're on Spotify. Yeah. So that I think it's a good example of, you know, they're a bigger band than what plays in Nashville. In fact, I don't think they even play here. They do some more national tours and like as support acts and festivals and stuff. But a good sound, and I really like the singer. I like it, very very melodic. I think it's a really great radio voice. I don't even know any of their names. I just know the band. So just worth checking out.
Oh, I like it. That's my kind of music.
I like this.
They're good. They're really good.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm
good.
adding that to my playlist right now.
Okay, check them out. You know, they got some songs that some have driving beats. They have a song called, I think it's with I Got a Crush or something. It was like a single, and just it was catchy, but it was, you know, very alternative, but wasn't really commercial. It's just interesting sound. Bass player's a cool guy, likes good wine. I don't really deal with him too much, you know, but it's not like a rock star vibe. It's just a really down to earth guy, but a really cool dude. Band of Horses.
All right.
And I think there's a new album by a band called Slow Dive. They were one of the original English shoegaze bands. Really good. They would the guitar player Christian Seville went on to be in a band called Monster Movie, which was kind of some of the same, had some kind of techno aspects, but like a pop synth techno with guitar, with that kind of driving, chiming, distorted shoegaze guitar. But he came to work. I never knew who they were until I was working at a natural food store in Asheville, and someone said the new porter was a rock star from England, and it was the guy Christian Seville from Slow Dive. He just walked away from music for a while, moved his family to America, and he goes, I'm cleaning up hippie piss or something. Or
Oh, Jesus.
I'm cleaning up after hippies. So I got to know him a little bit, and yeah, just so he went back to England, started the band again. But even the band Monster Movie is really, really good. But Slow Dive is the band. So I heard a new song of theirs. Don't know the name of it. I just happened to catch it.
Yeah.
But they're English though, and really cool. It's got like a kind of a mid-tempo. I like this guitar sound. It's distorted, crunchy, kind of chiming, grinding.
I like that.
Yeah. I think you would. You like the English Manchester stuff.
Yeah.
That's a big thing of yours. I don't know exactly. I don't know where they're from, but he's a good dude, by the way. Really nice guy.
Well, shoegaze came out of Manchester, I believe.
That was okay. I thought so.
Yeah.
But apparently, I don't know how big they were in England. They had a lot of American fans. So when he came to America, he must have known somebody here. Yeah. So some of the guys that worked at this place kind of had heard of him. So I got to meet him and get the music through there. But cool stuff.
All right.
And so lastly, I've been like really decrying some of the music of the under 30 crowd, some of the singer-songwriters on our show, and I'm thinking like, it's just so, it seems like it's almost like legislated sadness and depression. Everyone's like in the mire. And I just think it's kind of disheartening to see as an older person, younger people wallowing in. And there's always been that aspect. But anyway, on the radio, I heard this kind of Latin jazz thing, almost like Girl from Ipanema, that kind of Brazilian jazz, and I like that rhythm. I know you do too.
Yeah.
And I said, this is really cool. It's a cool beat, a cool feel. And I hear a voice. It's a young woman. It's a cute voice. They all sound very cute, But the lyrics were very sunny. They were very positive and kind of almost happy. I'm like, oh, this is kind of neat.
What's the name of the band?
The artist is named Biba Doobie. It's Beaba Doobie, Doobie. She's Filipino English.
You gotta send me that. Text me.
I will.
Yeah.
So she got like I think they get like YouTube. They become YouTube stars. But she had a song called the Glue Song.
You mean she's half Filipino, like me?
Yeah, exactly. By marriage, right?
Like me? Well, more than that, I mean, my kids, my wives.
Right.
I found her, Scott. She's on Spotify.
Yeah, I didn't. When I heard a couple songs, I didn't look at any pictures or videos, and then I did, and like she's almost too cute, actually.
Yeah.
But it's neat stuff. But the songs are they're fun. She sounds like she's having fun in life, so I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And so bright sunny pop. But that rhythm thing caught me. So it was kind of sophisticated. And so that kind of brought me in, and I thought the lyrics were nice. So cool stuff.
You know what? You bring up a problem. You can make incredibly sad music and make it beautiful. We grew up with some really sad songs that we love to hear, right?
Sure. Nothing more depressing than Morrissey's lyrics. But Johnny Marr's guitar, at least you listen to a very upbeat.
Yeah, but
the vocal melodies.
Yeah.
They, in a weird way, like I'm a Steve Wilson guy, Porcupine Tree. It'll bring me up hearing this stuff. Yeah. And now they've gone over the edge where it's just like, be depressed. Dark,
music, right? I mean, our parents were raging over music over punk,
Yeah.
But I want to give you a little taste of Hangwire, and they're on Spotify, and this fun machine, and they really don't have a lot of downloads or anything. It's kind of interesting. Like, this is their most downloaded song, and it's 51,000, right? But tell me this caught me right away. Like, I was like, oh shit, this is one of those moments. So let's see. Let me restart it. And wait till this guitar kicks in. It's 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Heavy on the chorus pedal. That chorusy guitar.
I mean, I love this sound.
Me too. That's good.
If that doesn't sound like Ian Curtis.
Yeah.
Right. And they're a relatively new band?
No, they've been around for a little while. They're from Montevideo, Uruguay. They must be big in South America. But
that's called Cold Wave.
Yeah, it's a whole sound, man. It's like, wow. And like I said, check out those bands. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I could play Hangwire, and I'm not going to get a copyright problem. You never know, though.
We got one last week.
You guys did?
Yeah.
But it's about time. I don't know how you've been getting away with it for so long.
I know. We were pretty lucky. Pretty lucky.
You were. Hey, I got a question. Let's kind of move on. What is the deal with, and Mark, you might know the answer to this. What is the deal with Saint Anger by Metallica? Why is there so much hate behind that?
Part of it's social media. We've had this discussion, the band's worst album, right? So if people decide an album is their worst album, nobody likes it. And I feel sorry for the one person that says I like it and they kill them on social media. It sounds like crap. I think they wanted it to sound like an old-fashioned hardcore album. So it's got a lot of clipping, a lot of overload. Lars Ulrich it sounds like he's hitting a coffee can, his drum, and there's no guitar solos, which a lot of people, they just made short songs, short thrashy songs. In retrospect, years later, some people are turning around saying, it came out and people expected the Black Album or something like that. And it wasn't epic. It was very low quality. And I think that's what got a lot of people, mad. But like you said, on Facebook, people start to say it's their worst album ever, and it snowballs.
The song Saint Anger is fucking insanely heavy and fast.
It is.
That's like speed metal almost. They are just like
the problem is I think that the whole album's like that, and that's how they started. But a lot of fans, especially newer fans, were lulled into when they went, the Black Album. After that, they did more Black Sabbath type stuff. So, I think it just kicked a lot of people in the ass. And I think I'm boring Todd Sockman here.
So for the listeners on the podcast side of the house, while Mark's talking, Big Head Todd the Wet Sprocket just messaged into the live stream saying, I'm driving home a little tired, so see what you can do to keep me from falling asleep for the next hour. And
put that on us.
Talking, this comes through like, ooh.
It's just easy to bring me down, Yeah.
Wow. That's okay.
But I'll tell you what, there's an album of theirs that gets worse reviews, and it's Lulu, the album they did with Lou Reed. That gets slammed.
Oh yeah, I don't even see that. Like, I never even heard of it until I read about it. Like,
I think it can only help Lou Reed in many ways.
Trying to give him like metal cred,
give him some up. I'm too hard on Lou Reed.
Is Lou Reed overrated?
I think so.
I do too.
I
think he was the cool dude in a pseudo cool
kind of
band,
cool band.
counterculture hero.
Good timing.
Take a Walk on the Wild Side is an absolute classic. There's no doubt.
Song.
I like it. Was so original. You got to give it props for its originality when it first came out.
It was a jazz song.
Now, it really isn't. It didn't take a lot of fucking talent to do that.
Right.
It's not really. It's more spoken word than anything, right? It's a little mix there. The lyrics, like anybody could have wrote those lyrics. I mean,
it was controversial.
You get some black girls in the background. They
weren't black girls. They were not black girls.
Were they really? Well,
they
were colored girls. That's right. They were colored girls. That's right. Yeah. According to Luke, and the colored girls say, can't make that song today.
No, you could not.
No, you could not.
Even when she was giving head and it was a guy.
Yeah.
So the whole thing.
Yep. I think that was kind of the flip on that.
Yeah. We were mentioning. Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Luke.
The Saint Anger album. I'm not a big Metallica fan, so when I saw the movie, was it Some Kind of Monster?
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool. I wasn't offended by the music, but they said the reason with the drum thing was that he threw the snare mechanism off the snare drum, so it was like a high pitched tom tom.
Yeah.
So it was not like when you have the snare on,
when he's hitting it, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
So it sounded like a kid full of tom toms. I think Ginger Baker did that too a lot.
Now you got to think he knew what he was doing. They knew what they were doing. They knew the sound they were putting out. They're not idiots. They had a purpose, and they were like they were digging it. Evidently, I don't think it was like forced for them to do that. I think you give them credit for going outside the box and changing it up,
stretching it out. If you fail, you fail. I mean, what the fuck? I mean,
there's a reason they do that, because I kind of feel for them, because I know younger people that say there are Led Zeppelin, and Led Zeppelin was a very, very complicated band. They had all kinds of music. Metallica have one kind of music, and I think they get tired of it, and they try to go outside the box, and their fans expect one thing.
That's when you go to the concert and they sing a song in a different tune that a popular song. And how many times have you seen that? Like, and they change up the way he sings it, or he's a little off tune on purpose, or because they're trying to break the monotony of singing this fucking song.
I really think Metallica, they do each album and they say, okay, we got to do an album. If we do like the last album, there'll be half the fans are going to say it sounds the same. If we try something different, half the fans get pissed off. So they kind of box themselves into a corner. But I understand that, those guys are in their 60s, right? And they're still doing the same thing.
Yeah, and they do it good. I mean, it's not like I don't think they lost a lot of fans when they come out with a bad album. They just because then they come out with another album that's good, and everyone forgets about. Look at Paul's Boutique with the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
People forgot about that. They were like, oh, okay. They were expecting License to Ill all over again, and they get a more mature, a little more advanced,
very artistic
type of hip hop. A little, they were really experimental, and it got, By the way, one of the greatest album covers ever.
Yeah,
Paul's Boutique. If you ask me, that's one of the greatest album covers ever. I love that album cover. I'm not a big fan of New York, but you look at that and you're like, it's a fucking thrift store on the corner, and and it's just, it had a real like street feel to it. They caught it with that picture, whoever the photographer was.
I had a promo poster for that album from Sam Goody. A friend of mine worked there, and I lost it. It was huge too. Damn.
Those things, have you ever fucking priced old posters?
Yes.
What the fuck?
And the shirts too, old rock shirts.
Yeah, the shirts, but the posters, like the shit that we stuck. How many posters did you have that had at least 27 fucking thumbtack holes in each corner?
Yes.
Right? Yep. I mean, we all had them. And, even those like Snoopy posters, the Charlie Brown posters. But these music posters, they're at this point, they're considered art. Like,
I've got
art.
some. I still got some. I put some in storage, and I pulled them out when I worked in Bridgeport, and I got them up at the hospital, but I still have a lot of them. I should really go through and take stock of what I got.
Dude, I mean, some of these, and you look back at them, and it is as retro as it gets.
Yeah.
But these band posters, we all had them. I don't see that shit today. My kids didn't grow up putting fucking, I had a Journey promo from like Strawberries Records, and it wasn't even a regular size, like shaped poster, which is like what, 2 feet, 48 inches by whatever, right? It's longer than it is wider.
Yeah.
This was a true square. And it was
nice.
Journey Escape, I think. I think it was the Escape album, right?
Yeah.
I had it on my ceiling. You know how fucking hard it is to put a fucking poster on your ceiling?
Yes.
Did anyone ever try to do that?
Getting it in the thumbtack, it was impossible.
Not on my ceiling now.
And you're standing on your bed and you're unstable.
Those are Farrah Fawcett poster.
That was in my bed. That thing got fucked up in more ways than one.
I saw a YouTube video, and last night it was the Beastie Boys on SNL, and Elvis Costello came out and crashed the party.
Yeah, I've seen
you seen that?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I didn't know they were that good as musicians.
And they sang radio, so he finished the. Yeah. Oh, they were really good musicians. They trained. They taught themselves.
They became. Yeah.
You know what they did? They went around the country, collecting instruments and then giving them away. Like when they went to a city to do a show, they'd have a fucking truckload of instruments.
That's cool.
And they would give it to kids. They were giving them to like schools and shit like that.
Cool.
But they were actually pretty good musicians, man.
Yeah.
They became, because when I was working in
they had
CPI,
good teachers, I'm sure.
Well, when I worked at CPI, they started their own label. I think it was Grand Roulette Records.
Yeah, Grand Roulette. Yeah.
So they put out their old, before they got into rap, that was a fluke. They were doing like hardcore music, and they were not that good. They really weren't good musicians.
Yeah.
Then as a fluke, they did one little rap song, and it took off for them. And but they learned to play their instruments, which was, I admired that.
Yeah. I mean, Sabotage.
Yeah, that's a great song.
One of the greatest videos ever made.
Hell yeah. I got the VHS.
Yeah.
It's a mini movie.
Videos ever made.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's get into You Make the Call. We'll get back to mixed relish, but I want to do this. This is You Make the Call, the food edition.
Uh-oh. Lou?
Food edition.
All right.
Lou.
Everybody listening, everybody watching, put your bib on, right? Get your plate, sit yourself at the table, get your elbows off the table. Dave Phillips, king of the 45s, elbows off the table. There you go. Mark's putting his paper bib on.
Must be lobster.
Right. Yeah. No, well, I don't even think it's mentioned in here. All right. Let's start it off. We'll start with you, Mark. You make the call. You make the call.
All right.
Tuna fish or egg salad? Tuna fish or egg salad?
At this point in my life, tuna fish. A year ago would have been egg salad. I burned out on egg salad.
Did you really?
Yeah, I ate too much of it, and it gives you gas.
Lou?
Nasty gas.
Egg salad equals death. There's one thing on this earth I cannot eat. It is that fucking horrible concoction. That yellow mustard floppy. It smells like fucking sulfuric hell mess. It is so bad, Scott.
Egg salad is death.
Superman had kryptonite.
I'm writing that down. That's a song title.
Egg salad is death.
Is death equals death. It's horrible. There was a place parent I used to go to lunch, and I let it be known that there's one thing I can stop it, Patricia. I can't eat. So one day I ordered a chicken salad wrap. Right? She brings that. I bit into it. It was egg salad. I almost hurled all over all I could do is swallow that one fucking bite. So yeah.
Terry, Lou, was that Flynn's Deli?
I could not have asked. I couldn't have picked a better fucking You Make the Call to start off with.
Right off the bat.
And Dave Phillips, king of the 45, says the same. I concur, Lou.
Thank you, Dave.
Big Head Todd the Wet Sprocket on the live stream. Mixed tuna with egg salad for a sandwich. It's amazing with a little mustard.
You should fall asleep, Todd.
Fucking animal.
Lou, was that Flynn's Deli?
No, it was called the Corner Cafe. It was all different names on it.
I remember that place. Yeah.
All right, I have to tell you. I got to tell you that I could literally eat a dozen eggs made into egg. Just give me a bowl of fucking egg salad.
We're not surprised.
I could eat a dozen eggs made into egg salad. Luke killed over.
Cool hand, Luke.
I fucking love egg salad. I love tuna fish. Don't get me wrong, and not tuna salad. Tuna salad is a different fucking animal. Tuna salad has the chopped up celery in it. Like, there's a difference between getting a tuna fish sub and a tuna salad sub. Now, I always have to ask if I go to the sub shop, it says tuna salad. I'm like, does that have celery and shit in it? And they're like, yeah. Just give me straight tuna with maybe some onion, maybe some diced onion in it. Every once in a while, you put some pickles in that. Put some pickles in your tuna. Yeah. But you give me a fucking dozen hard-boiled eggs, I mash that shit up. I glop in the fucking mayo. I put extra mayo on the bread. I love it. Look, Lou left. Lou left the show. Lou put himself in the penalty box. I'm telling you. And Patty loves it too. Patty Ozzy loves it too. Yeah. Onions too. Scott, yeah. You can put onions in egg salad. Yeah.
Scott, you must love Cool Hand Luke.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, that was
how did they even do the prosthetic for that stomach? That was
he looked pregnant.
I heard he really ate it. Have you
I
read
don't
that?
know.
God,
Someone
no.
said someone
He didn't get an
that he
Oscar
really
for that,
did
like a
eat it.
lifetime achievement award.
I don't know.
Fuck.
All right, moving on. Moving on.
Ugh.
Mark, you make the call. Meatball sub? And we're calling it a sub. Don't tell me a hoagie.
No
Don't tell me
fucking
a
hoagie.
fucking whatever. It's a sub.
No, we say subs in New Jersey.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Yeah.
A meatball sub, a good meatball sub, or a good chicken palm sub? Mark.
I'm gonna go meatball because I usually get eggplant parm. So I'm gonna go meatball.
Okay. Eggplant's too fucking mushy in a sub.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
It can be. It can be.
just
It
turns
has
to
be done
mush.
just right. I like an egg salad parm.
Don't make me lose it. Don't make
Don't
me.
mix the two. You do not mix the two.
No. Lou.
Hey,
Yeah.
Luke, go get your Walkman and have
Water
some Chinese food.
By the way, this has nothing to do with music, but I don't care. This is just it's mixed relish.
It all goes, right?
So Lou, a meatball sub or a chicken palm sub?
Meatball by far. I
Really?
love chicken parm, but I'll take a meatball sub any day, every day.
See, I like
Spicy meatball.
chicken parm.
I am a
Chicken parm's better as a dinner.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I love
Without
chicken
the
parm
bread,
sub, but
yeah.
for some reason, when I do it, it's a dinner with some spaghetti.
I am a fucking chicken palm junkie.
Mm.
Like it's to the point now wherever we go, my wife knows I have to get the chicken palm because I compare now. Like, what's the that's a good chicken palm. That's not a good chicken palm. People think it's just chicken. It's a good chicken palm. Now, if this was a good chicken palm sub, the breading has a little bit of a crunch to it. It's not soggy.
No,
It doesn't. When you cut it, it doesn't slide off the top. Oh, hold on. It's my wife. Hold on. Let's see. Hi, baby.
Bring home milk.
Hold on one sec. Are you there? Are you there? Hello? There we go. Are you there? Oh, she hung up on me. I'm going to call her back. She's going to hate me for this.
You're in trouble, Willis.
Here we go. Hi, beautiful. What's that?
Uh-oh.
No,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. What's going on?
Nothing. What's up, beautiful?
No, I thought I realized when I called you, I thought you have like a podcast or something.
Yeah. You're live right now.
Hi, Dr.
Oh.
Vera.
Hello there. I am so sorry to bugging you guys.
Oh no, this is the best
No,
part
not
of the
at all.
show. Trust me.
Yeah. We're really boring tonight.
Well, I am just driving home, and that's it. I just wanted to let Scott know I'm on my way home.
Yeah. Well, your dinner's on the stove. I made you some tocino
Nice.
and your rice is there. You just have to heat it up,
Okay.
and then you have dinner.
Thank you, darling man.
Tell everybody that don't I have dinner waiting for you every night when you come home?
You do have dinner waiting for me every night.
Yes, I do. And she just hung up on me. Well, now there you go.
You're in trouble.
Well, there you go. She just hung up on me.
All right.
So where were we? So
Dr.
chicken
Vera's
palm.
first visit.
Chicken palm. I love a good chicken. If it's a
I'm
good,
getting hungry.
crispy chicken palm, so I like it. Now, I'm not arguing
Veal
with the
palm.
good meatball sub either.
People. Yeah.
There's a place down here called the Spotters, and they make these fucking meatball subs. There's 6 meatballs in it. They're like, each one of them is like almost the size of a baseball, right?
It's
And,
got to be a big meatball. Otherwise, it's a cocktail meatball.
I got one day, and they make all their subs big. That's just what they're known for. They pack in the meat, the whole thing. So I order this meatball sub, and he says, "You want it for here to go?" I said, "For here," and he says, "You're gonna eat that whole thing?" Oh, buddy, yes, I am.
Committed.
But I if I had a choice, I'd get a chicken palm sub. All right, moving on.
I
Mark,
make a hell of a meatball, by the way.
You make the call.
I'm sure you do.
A spicy, spicy meatball.
Mark, you make the call.
Okay.
Grape jelly or strawberry jam, not preserves, because preserves wins every time. Everybody loves strawberry preserves, but strawberry jam or grape jelly?
I'm going to go with strawberry jam because I prefer grape jam to grape jelly. So I'm going to go with strawberry
What's the
jam.
There's really no difference,
There is. There's a difference.
It's just the consistency.
I find the jam that I buy is not as sweet as jelly.
And I kiss it on the lips.
What did he just say?
He's going to go into hot buttered sausage any second.
Gary Busey bullshit. I buy honey and I kiss it on the lips.
All right, you go with strawberry jam. Okay,
I'll go
Lou.
with strawberry jam.
What's the difference? What's the difference between jam and jelly? I'm not going to answer that question because it's filthy. I don't know. That's a tough one. Grape jelly. I could care less about either one, really. I'm going to say grape jelly just because.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm not a big jelly jammy kind of guy.
What
I don't
the
like
fuck
peanut
do you
butter.
put on your peanut butter?
Death. Peanut butter and jelly is another. That's another death card.
This
I'm-
motherfucker.
you cannot
Oh,
put the
I
two
could
together.
never live with you, man.
No, you could
What
not.
the fuck? No egg salad, no fucking peanut butter and
Chicken
jelly.
parm
What
every
the
night.
fuck?
Come on, man. Oh no, eggs. I checked. I had a roommate briefly in the early 2000s. Right.
Here we go.
I said, he goes, any rules? I said, do not make any fucking hard-boiled eggs and do not make egg salad. I came home one day. I'm like, son of a bitch, man.
You
I
can
was gonna
smell
throw.
it. Yeah.
It was. Oh, I said, what did I tell you? He's like,
I love
sorry, man.
hard-boiled.
I'm like, please don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh shit. I gotta go with Concord grape. There's
Concord
nothing
grape.
better than Concord grape with the peanut butter. I love strawberry preserves, but I got always Concord grape.
Okay.
Just have to have it.
Can we?
Have to have it.
Here's a little bit here. So I got something. Jelly is made using fruit juice, while jam is made using whole fruits that have been smashed or crushed. Because of this, jam can have seeds or pieces of fruit in it. While
I'll
jelly
take the
has
jelly.
A preserve is just fruit whole with pectin, right?
What'd you call it?
Is it? You heard me. I called you a pectin. That's the stuff that's in all those jellies and jams. That's one of the ingredients. Fruit pectin, right? It's like,
There's the professor. Look at that. The fucking, there's
it's a
the
co-
professor
it's a-
talking
It's
fucking
a coagulant. It's a coagulant.
perfecting whatever the fuck he called it.
Whether it's food or it's music, Lou knows it all. He's the
Look
professor.
it up. Pectin. Pectin.
No, I'm not going to look it up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going
Because
to
you
fucking
trust me.
move on now.
You trust me.
We're going to move on.
Okay.
All right, Mark, you make the call.
Okay.
Tom
Wow. Holy
Spallone. He knows you're in the middle of the podcast.
He's
Now he
outside
wants
your
to come
door.
out and play.
Oh, you fucker! If you're don't sit on my porch. Don't.
That would be hilarious. They have fag white wines here for you. No.
Whoa.
I think Tom's got a. I think Tom's got his.
shit. Wow.
He's been there for a while. Tom, my pinky is extended.
Wow.
Yeah. White guy, dude.
This is for you, Tom.
All right,
All right, my back hurts.
enough of that. What's that dance called, Lou?
Oh, the white guy overbite. It was a white guy
Love
overbite dance party.
I love that. All right, here we go. Mark, you make the call.
Fag white.
The abuse, I guess.
That's great.
He drinks red, so yeah.
Ham sandwich or turkey sandwich, Mark?
Turkey. I grew up on cheap ham that had grizzle in it, and it never left me. So
Grizzly ham.
yeah,
Was that like-
it's really
was that
turkey.
Gus?
I'm a turkey guy.
Was it Gus Gristle?
It was ShopRite brand. Oh, Lou,
Was it
stop
Grizzly Gus?
Stop
You know
it.
what Mark did last week?
What?
He made fun of what he. You know Gus Grissom, the astronaut that died in the fire on the Apollo 1.
Oh yeah.
Mark didn't know how he died, so we were talking about something, and Mark mentioned he called him Grizzly Gus.
Oh.
And so you've been shamed twice.
All right, Lou. Ham sandwich. You make the call. Ham sandwich or turkey sandwich?
Turkey. If it's fresh turkey,
Yeah.
If a deli has a fresh turkey off the bone sandwich, I will get it every time.
I mean,
nail.
just fucking ordering deli here. Don't give me like I need it. What if it's not fresh off the bone?
Oh, I'll take the sliced stuff. My son worked
The
at
shit with the
Subway.
fucking coagulation on the outside of it.
It's got animal pectin in it.
Animal pectin.
My son worked at a Subway. He goes, it smells like ass. He goes, slicing turkey smells like ass.
Yeah. Dave Phillips, King of the 45, says turkey and Swiss. Patty says ham.
Patty's wrong.
I'm going to have to go with can't beat a good fucking ham and cheese.
What kind of cheese? What kind of cheese?
I love white American. I'll put white American cheese on everything. Yeah.
That's good for egg sandwiches, melted.
I'd put that on tuna, make tuna melts out of that shit.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to melt the cheese, it's got to be American cheese.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Mark, you make the call. Bacon or breakfast sausage?
I got to go with bacon. But I make sausage more because it's easier to make. But bacon is better.
Bacon's better than breakfast sausage?
Yeah.
Okay. Lou? I fucking hate bacon.
I'm not. I like bacon. I like bacon, but I love breakfast sausage.
Yeah, good breakfast sausage. Might be
Jones makes a good Tommy Maloney. You ever have Tommy Maloney's?
If it's homemade, if it's like fresh made, yeah, it's cool.
Right. You know, I put breakfast sausage, like Jimmy Dean's, like the tube.
Yeah.
Put that in my stuffing. In my stuffing at Thanksgiving.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I cook the fucking. I put it's almost like a stick of butter in this. Then I get some onions and I get them in there, cook them in the butter. Then I put the sausage in there and I get it all mixed up. Then I add some syrup to that. Get that all mixed up. Over here, I got the chicken broth, right?
Yeah.
And then chicken stock, and I boil it with butter, and I put the stuffing in there. Once it gets good, I put it all together. That shit is the bomb.
Nice.
Then you put fresh diced onion in there. That's a masterpiece right there. That is a key ingredient to the Luther, by the way. One of the key ingredients to the Luther.
But you don't make the Luther with a ham, though. That's a turkey sandwich.
I've added ham to it sometimes. I'll put ham in it. Yeah.
Ah,
if you see some pictures, you'll see a little piece of ham hanging out.
Okay.
So I have
Thanksgiving ham.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with. It's hard to beat bacon. It's hard to beat bacon. I mean, hey, listen, I like good breakfast.
It smells good when you make it. Everything.
Yeah. Now, okay. There's levels of bacon though. You can get crispy bacon. You can get a little bit burnt. Some people like their bacon a little burnt, right? A little extra crispy. Then there's them crazy motherfuckers that eat the fucking rubber bacon, like it's not cooked all the way, and it's
okay.
You can't hold it up. You have to hang it like a dead body.
I don't think you can get trichinosis from that anymore, though. But that was the thing back in the day.
Yeah, there's people that like
uncooked bacon. You get worms and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember when microwaves first hit big and everybody was microwaving everything. There were people that microwaved bacon. It was like gray.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. By the way, Tom, for breakfast, he has prunes. He prefers prunes. So.
It keeps them regular.
Yeah.
Fucking lunatic.
The down south bacon is everything. It is everything.
You know what might be the greatest bacon ever made?
What?
I love you, Sizzling. Remember Sizzling? It was square. It was square, right? Do you remember that?
Processed bacon.
Kinda.
Sizzling. Yeah, Sizzling. It was square. It's like fucking Pringles. Potato chips are not supposed to be the same fucking shape.
Uniform.
It's literally impossible to have potato chips the same shape.
No, they're supposed to be ugly.
Pringles does it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they call them crisps now. I think they stopped calling them potato chips.
Oh, really?
I think it says crisps on them, and they never really. They used to call them potato chips.
Yeah. Now, in England, they call potato chips crisps.
Yeah.
Right, Did you ever make your own potato chips?
No, but I've been at restaurants that make it.
They're ugly when you make them. They look horrible, but they taste so good. But they're all misshapen, and that's what
they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
We have a potato chip shop in Asheville.
Wow.
It is so good.
Okay. Dangerous place. All right, here we go. Mark, you make the call.
Yeah.
You make the call. Mashed potato. Oh, Allison Lundy. Mark's sister said, Lou has ruined turkey. You've ruined turkey for her.
How did I do that?
The smell, I think.
Yeah, I think you said it smells like ass, and I said it has the coagulation on the outside of it when they take it out of that bag at the deli.
That's right.
It's got that slippery shit on it.
Where does that come from, by the way?
I don't know.
That comes from the pectin.
It's pectin.
It's like when you take our corned beef out of the sack. It looks like you just gave birth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That
That
afterbirth comes out.
And it clogs up your
Corned
drain, your
beef
strainer.
afterbirth, and it has the same fucking consistency as that too.
I had the tendency. I almost wrapped it up in a towel and held it. Forgot to cook the damn thing.
Hey, baby. Here you go. What do we name it? What do we name it, baby? What do we name it? Allison Lenny says it was the ass remark.
My glasses aren't working. I thought she said Mark's an ass in that remark.
It doesn't taste like ass. It just smells like it.
All right, Mark, you
No.
make the call. If you had a choice, mashed potato or stuffing, and I'm not talking that fucking sodium-laced stovetop stuffing. I mean, all I taste is salt with that shit. But like a homemade
Loaded.
stuffing, like good stuffing, and we're at, say, Thanksgiving or Easter's coming up. Some people do turkey or ham dinner for mashed potato or stuffing.
If it was supposed to be with any meal, like not just a holiday. So you talking about holidays?
Any meal.
or-
Just say any meal. I know we have
any meal.
Easter
I'm gonna go
coming
with
up
mashed
and-
potatoes because I just it goes with everything. You could have mashed potatoes with anything. I've had it with breakfast sausage,
Yes.
breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lou?
I love stuffing. All kinds of stuff. I've not met a stuffing I don't like.
I'm
But
with you,
I
buddy.
associate with the specialty meal, but mashed potatoes can go with. And there was a song, mashed potato. There's no song called stuffing.
So what's your pick, Mark? Lou, you have me confused now.
Mashed potatoes.
What's the pick?
Mashed goddamn potatoes, Scott.
Mashed potatoes. Okay.
Hashed
All right.
potatoes.
Mashed goddamn potatoes, Scott.
Want my goddamn potatoes?
God damn it.
Mashed potatoes.
I have to go with stuffing. I'm a stuffing junkie. I
like
fucking
that stuffing,
love
huh?
stuffing. Man. I love it.
I do too.
I love it.
too.
I'm trying to find this.
You don't like those French fried potatoes?
Trying to find this song that somebody sent me. It was fucking hilarious. He posted it on my wall. I don't know if I can come up with this on his thing. It's like sometimes I don't understand Facebook. They can post something on your wall, but then when you go to look at theirs, it's not there.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Because
Right?
it came from 2 weeks ago. That's why.
So I'm gonna find this. This is fucking hilarious. I gotta figure out which one he put it on, because I have two. You know, I'm always hiding from Facebook police. Maybe not on this one. All right, let me find the other one. And while we're doing that, did Lou just change his shirt or something?
I went olive drab.
He saw my shirt and he said, "Hey, Mark's got a stylish shirt
Didn't
on."
like it.
All right, Mark, you make the call.
All right.
Apple Jacks or Captain Crunch? Apple Jacks or Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch will get you high tonight. Captain Crunch.
All right, I'm gonna stop the show right here. I gotta play this fucking song.
See, I stopped the show with my answer.
Just can't stop. I'd really like to get in your pants because I got shit in mine. I just can't stop ruining all of these pants. I'm just shitting and shitting and shitting and I ain't ever quitting. Trying to get in your pants because I keep fucking shitting in mine. I'd really like to get in your pants because I keep fucking shitting in mine.
I don't think you'll get a copyright claim on
I'd
that
really
one.
like to get in your pants because I got shit in mine.
Fucking hilarious.
I just can't stop ruining
Can't
all
turn
of
this
it.
off. I can't fucking shit in my pants.
Ate the egg salad.
It's all about the egg salad. All right, that's just a little break in the action there for a little shit in the pants action. So Apple Jacks or Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch. I'm sorry. I thought you, Mark already
Both
answered.
of you, yeah, both of you. Captain Crunch.
I
That
love
shit.
Captain Crunch.
Then you must have a rubber seal on the fucking roof of your mouth because
No,
that
I
shit is made of fucking razor blades.
I have a cleft palate because of that thing. I can stick my fingers up into my sinuses.
I
You
used to
sure it
think I
wasn't
was
all that
allergic to it.
cocaine? No, it
cocaine.
wasn't all that cocaine.
I got no septum. That booger sugar.
Watch, I can
No
take my
septum.
nose off and put it back on.
I have a recipe. It's buffalo. No, it's Cap'n Crunch crusted buffalo chicken tenders.
I've
It's
seen that. I've
it's-
seen people do that. Yeah,
it's really
That's
good.
pretty fucking interesting.
It's really
Got
good.
a sweetness to it, I would
It's
assume.
it's sweetness. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crunchy, but interesting.
I Apple Jacks. I love Apple Jacks, man.
Never liked Apple Jacks.
Really?
Yeah, my mom used to buy it. And
Cinnamon
I'd be,
toasty Apple Jacks. Drink the milk afterward.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
just-
drink the milk after every cereal I eat.
And Apple Jacks have those little pointy like red rocks on them, right?
That's
that
Apple
also-
Jacks has little
That
pointy
can
red
rip your gums
rocks.
up pretty well too.
They're built into. No, see the way Captain Crunch actually over the years got smaller. Those motherfuckers made
Did
that
it
shit
really?
smaller.
Did it?
Yeah, they used to be big, like bigger chunks.
Wow.
But that shit is just like you can hold it in your fingers and feel how fucking sharp that is.
Yeah. What'd you think of Crunch Berries when Crunch Berries came along?
I never bought into it.
I like the Crunch Berries.
Nah,
Yeah.
just gonna take it. All right.
what's your favorite cereal, Scott, from your youth? What was your favorite?
Oh shit. Well, it's right up behind me, right there.
There we go.
Count Chocula
Count
was
Chocula.
good. Yeah.
Mine
Because you
was
get chocolate milk afterwards.
Mhm.
yeah. Mine was Lucky Charms.
Cocoa Puffs. So Cocoa Puffs, same thing.
So Lucky Charms had the little marshmallow in it. That was so
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. They were all good.
Yeah.
Cocoa Puffs.
Pure sugar.
Yeah. Frosted Flakes.
Sugar Pops.
Sugar Pops. Yep.
Sugar Pops.
They weren't my favorite because they had kind of a weird consistency. When you bite into it, it wasn't crunchy.
It's like packing peanuts, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. But they had that nice gold, sugary coating
Sure.
on the outside, right?
As I got older, I liked Quaker natural cereal. It was like granola. It was supposed to be good for you. It was full of sugar, though. But
None of it was good for you.
No.
You know what? You just brought back a childhood
This was
memory.
supposed to be.
The severe Saturday morning sugar buzz that I didn't realize I had in Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
best. I
So-
was jumping around and, you know.
Now,
Davy
a
and
good
Goliath.
example of what you just said. So it used to the cereal. This might have been one of my favorites. Super Sugar Crisps,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Super Sugar Crisps with the bear,
Yeah.
Sugar
Right?
Bear.
Sugar Bear, right?
He
Then
was
all of a
Bing
sudden,
Crosby.
they were like, we have to take the word sugar out of these cereals because, the parents aren't really digging it and they're catching on. Like, because kids' teeth started rotting out of their heads, right? So they took sugar out of the names. So then it just was Super Crisp, and then it just turned to Crisps. Yeah, but all those, go back and look at all those cereals that had the name sugar in them. Super Sugar Pops,
Yeah.
right? Sugar Pops, right? Then they turned them to Corn Pops.
You hear that?
Train.
Corn Pops, yeah.
No, it's not the train. It's the firehouse. I think Tom did something.
Sugar Smacks, yep.
Sugar, okay.
All right, here we go. Mark, you make the call. White toast or wheat toast?
At this point in my life, wheat toast. I do like wheat bread. Kill me for it. I like 12 grain bread too.
I do too.
Yeah. So
Lou, white toast or wheat toast?
I would take wheat over. Unless you're at Waffle House.
We know it goes on at Waffle House.
Absolutely
You
do.
are at a low when you're going there, buddy.
I love the Waffle House here. It was my first taste of Southern hospitality.
I gotta go with white toast. Fucking white toast with butter. If I'm eating fucking breakfast, which I'm a breakfast animal, like I'm ordering an omelet with home fries and fucking I want a side of corned beef hash. I want a side of fucking biscuit and gravy. Like it's my favorite meal of the day. And I want white toast with butter and bacon.
I'll tell you what. I've been in
I'll
diners
eat
a
it
few times
all.
where they take my order, and you're supposed to get toast with your, so they'll give me the eggs, the big sausage, home fries, everything, and then I don't get the toast. I'm like, is there toast? And they'll go, no. I'm never coming back to that diner. Gotta have toast.
Gotta have
of
toast.
some sort.
Home fries, same thing. Yeah.
All right, Mark, you make the call. Tomato juice, yes or no? Tomato juice.
I'll say yes. I'm okay with it.
All right, Lou?
No.
You know I have to ask.
Just drink some marinara. We'll water down some marinara and drink it. I don't know. It's just, water down some ketchup. It's the same fucking thing.
V8's
the
good. I
same.
like V8.
Oh, V8's horrible. I don't like
the
vegetable juices. Don't stick a celery stalk in it. Doesn't help.
Me and Patty, we'd be good to go out to breakfast and dinner together because we're on the same page on everything. She'd be an easy date to. Hey, where do you want to go to eat? Wherever you want to go. Okay.
She might have said yes to the tomato juice.
Yeah, and so do I.
All right.
I put pepper in mine.
Yeah.
I always
hear
shake a
that's
little
great.
pepper into my tomato juice. Yeah.
You remember the Sacramento tomato juice commercial with the Kool song?
Yeah, that's right.
Sacramento tomato
Yeah.
juice.
Oh, good one.
Perry played it before one of our shows. It's a cool song, man.
Yeah.
Listen to the flavor.
All right, final one. Mark.
Yeah.
You have a choice. All right. You go out, you get a burger. You want French fries or onion rings?
French fries.
French fries. You said that with authority.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Onion rings give me get heartburn from them. I don't know.
The reflux.
And when they're all
the
rubbery, it's like
reflux.
you're eating worms. You know?
Every little onion ring he eats.
Lou, French fries or onion rings?
I love onion rings. I will eat French fries with anything, on anything.
French fries, huh?
Yeah.
French fries with mayonnaise. Oh, it's good.
I
Sure,
don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't like stringed onion rings, the fucking ones that are like kind of loose.
Oh, well, it comes out of the
Yeah,
the
it comes
bread.
right out of the
Yeah,
batter.
like a
It's just
worm.
like really thin. Yeah.
Yeah,
I need some
chops.
good thick, like if they have really good like thick onion rings, right? Let me see. Big Head Todd DeWitt Sprocket said they have to be good onion rings. It's easy to screw them up.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like calamari, right?
Yeah.
You can
I
screw
love
up
calamari.
calamari really easy.
I love calamari.
But I got to go with onion rings. You know who has good fucking onion rings, and you're gonna fucking laugh at me.
Burger
But
King.
I love the Burger King.
Yes.
And you know what's weird? They're all the same size. What did I just say about potato chips? They're all the same fucking size.
Does that mean the onion they cut is shaped like a can?
I don't know.
And they
Yeah.
just slice it, you know?
Yeah, it's shaped like a fucking banana. Yeah, they're all the same size.
Yeah.
Just chop them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's probably not real onion.
No, you know
Not
what they
that I
do?
eat there a lot. I don't know the last time I.
You know
ate
what they
Burger
do?
King.
Because I know someone that works in Friendlies. Hard-boiled eggs came in a tube this long, and you just sliced it, and so the onions are like all chopped up and put in a tube.
Lou,
It is the horror.
he just gave you hard-boiled eggs in a tube.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's how they served it.
Oh,
I mean, that's you cut it and then you
Hell.
served it to the people.
I don't know. So, all right. Well, that's all that I have for this.
Dave has it right. Fries and an onion rings on the burger. He's
Sure.
right. That's a
Onion
Burger
rings on
King
the
staple.
burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I like a good French fry. Do you like the regular French fries or the steak fries?
I used to like steak fries. Lately, I'm just liking the shoestring fries.
I'm sort of like them smaller. You know,
Yeah,
I like a steak, but they get a little too mealy, a little too doughy or whatever. You know, starchy.
they could be greasy if they're
Yeah,
not done
yeah,
right. They
yeah.
can be a little greasy.
What,
steak
what about
fries.
curly fries like Arby's?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
cool.
have any problem with any of them really. They just have to be
Waffle fries.
cooked well enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have to have a little bit of a crunch to it, like a little bit of. But I've had steak fries at a restaurant, and they're like it's like just eating a potato.
Yeah.
Mush. Yeah. And you get thirsty and yeah.
Yeah, I still say McDonald's needs to go back to the old recipe, even though it wasn't
For the
real
fries?
potato, and you could I did this experiment one time. Now there was that what was the documentary that guy did
Super Size
Super
Me.
Size Me.
Super Size Me, right? And he put the burgers underneath the glass like domes, right? And the real burger just kind of deteriorated, and the McDonald's burger stayed the same, right?
How long did it last? It was like a
It was
month.
It went on,
months,
yeah, it
wasn't
went
it?
on for a
It was
while.
months.
So, well, you saw recently when I put the Big Mac and the Whopper together,
Bless
right?
your heart.
and I ate it. I did a live stream, right? And I ate it. It was during the day, right? So what I did was I had to take the bread out from the middle of the Big Mac, and I took the buns off the top and I put it in the Whopper because the Whopper is bigger, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so I have these 3 pieces of bread, or 2 pieces of bread, I think were left. So I have to eat everything. So I ate the bread first. And if you've never eaten McDonald's buns on their own, they have a real fucking strange consistency.
Yes.
I never know. I don't eat that shit a lot. Every once in a while I'll delve. I went like 6 years without touching any of it.
Me too.
Every once in a while I break down, what the hell. But I wanted to do something, you know. I love my food challenges, right? So, and I ate this bread, and it's on the live stream. I'm like, this is hard to chew. Like, and it really was a different fucking consistency than regular bread. That's why
soft styrofoam.
that's why it lasts so
Yeah.
long, right? So when I used to work K9 in U.S. Customs, we kept our dogs. They didn't come home with us. We had a kennels that we kept them at, a local kennel. And I had some French fries in my K9 vehicle. And I felt, and it's like this dirt parking lot and a fence. And we go into the facility. We go in the kennel, get our dog, and come out and break it and the whole thing. And I dropped these French fries on the ground. And this is in a fucking dirt parking lot in the summertime in Florida. And I came back every day for I don't know how long, a week, and they looked exactly the same. I'm fucking not making this up. They looked exactly. If I had a cell phone like these back then,
Yeah.
so we're talking early 2000s. iPhone was like the little iPhone back then. And I had a Razor. I loved those.
I had that too.
That was a great phone. So you couldn't really get a good picture out. But I swear, I went for like 10 days, and then something came and ate them. But they never fucking changed. And they're in the sun. This wasn't even in the shade. They're like, we're fucking eating this shit.
Ever foaming on the seat of your car? It's the same thing.
So there you go. Everybody has had that experience. Everybody's had that experience.
Yeah.
Dave Phillips, King of the 45, says, I had calamari last night from a Chinese place.
Never mix Chinese and Italian,
Let's
Dave.
stop right there. It was outstanding, very light batter.
I think it could be good. They make good chicken nuggets in Chinese places. It's the peanut oil they use.
What the fuck you eating chicken nuggets at a Chinese restaurant?
Oh, they use peanut oil, man.
What
It's
fucking
great.
what trailer park do you live in?
They always offer it because the parents get the Chinese food and the kids want chicken nuggets. That's why they put it on the menu.
And you eat them.
I've had them. They're good.
Peanut
oil's
like we
fucking
all
great.
done. We've all picked it at our kids' plates.
And it's
Lou went out the other night. I'm sure Lou picked off his son's plate.
We had the same thing. We did have.
We had the same.
But
it's
I
great
have,
with Chardonnay.
Yeah.
We had fried pickle spears. Have you ever had fried?
Oh, I love them.
We are so far off music right now. This is
It's kind
we
of
have never
I'm getting
mentioned
hungry.
so far off. Maybe we should do a food podcast.
Do it. Sure.
Maybe we should do a food. I'll add it to the other podcast. And I'll just do one every night. What the fuck?
I could
Look,
go for
my
an ass-smelling turkey sub right now.
You are an ass smelling turkey.
And I could go for a nice fucking egg salad sub extra mayo. Yeah.
The mayo can only help that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I love mayo.
My son right now is making bratwurst with I forget what kind of fries he's making. We picked them out, but I'm gonna have a good dinner when I go downstairs.
And you know what we have to do, gentlemen? We have to this year we have to make a conscious effort to fucking meet somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like finally meet in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like not live stream life.
And it's got to be filmed and put on your webpage.
You almost
those
came up here.
documentaries.
We'll go to a bar and we'll all get in line and do the fucking white man or the white overbite dance.
That's when New World Man from Rush comes on.
We can meet in Nashville. We can meet in Nashville.
Yeah.
Is that
I need an
kind of in
excuse.
the middle almost?
My daughter is 4 hours away in Atlanta.
Yeah, she is. That's
So,
the place to be.
yeah.
Why don't we make it when the shit's right and you guys get, see me, I'm retired. I can go whenever I want.
I'll
And
drive down.
I'd jump in my car and just drive up there and I'll be in Asheville. And, oh, look at this motherfucker.
You can't.
Just when the show was supposed to be. It's Jack Calabrese!
Hey.
Look at this.
Oh, well.
Hey guys,
Hey, man.
Hey, Jack.
Look at this intro. Jack's back. Enough of that. Enough of that.
How are you guys?
Good. What's going on, man?
Not too much. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not using your real mic, right?
It's right here.
As usual, it's too far away. See, nothing.
Hello. Hello.
Nothing changes. There you go. That's better. Yes, that's better. Yeah, that's right. All right, so let's see. Me and Jack, we have our yearly argument.
He's leaving already.
He's leaving already. I win. See, I win.
Time for a tuna sandwich.
So yeah,
Oh,
Jack,
God.
don't come back with a tuna sandwich.
Tuna would be just right
See, we
now.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all?
But now we can.
He's got better,
Fucking microphone's 10 feet away from you.
Hold on. Let me make sure that I have my audio all set up here. Just give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Don't worry about us, Jack. Don't worry
All
about, just
talk amongst yourselves.
we've been doing that for the last hour and a half.
I think I'm starting to bore Scott.
It turned
yeah.
into a food show tonight.
Oh my God.
Jack, do you like egg? Do you like egg salad, Jack?
I love egg salad.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm all
I
alone. I'm all alone. in this
love
world.
egg salad.
Lou is all alone.
Do you have any in the house right now?
I do not, but you know what? Strangely enough, we do have eggs in the house.
Go
Have
make
you ever
some.
gone to a deli in Salt Lake, egg salad, and it's like fucking $12 a pound?
Oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I know.
I'm gonna go buy some eggs for like $6
There's
and
a gi-
boil them and
there's
add
gi-
some mayo.
There's a giant
And I
yellow
just
tray
saved
of that.
$6.
Hello, Dave Phillips and Patricia. Woohoo! Look at Look at-
Yeah.
there's been a surge.
There
There's
you
been
go.
a
That's
surge.
All right. So let's have our yearly. So Jack and I talked last week, and he wasn't sure if he was coming on. That's why I didn't mention it. I actually forgot about him.
Oh come on.
I forgot. I forgot until he showed up and oh yeah, he's supposed to come on. Anyway, so we every year that we've been since the inception of this podcast, Jack and I have Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announcements, the nominees, right? And very few times we agreed on the majority of them, right? So I'm going to name them off, Jack, and you tell me yes or no, okay? Can you follow that? Is this a little? I know it's been a while. I know it's been a while.
I can follow.
See, we can't hear you again.
You're kidding me.
You sound like you're in a fucking a shipping container.
Guys, no?
I can hear Mark pouring wine over your voice.
It actually sounds like a bad MP3. Like when MP3 isn't sampled right and it gets muffled.
Yeah, you
Might be
can't-
the connection.
Let's see. It's
The issue is. I don't know what the issue is.
all right. That we can hear you enough
Hello,
right
hello,
there.
hello.
Yeah,
How's that? Is that better?
that's better. There you go.
So you got to have this
Stick
thing
that
right
mic
next to
right
you.
in your mouth. Stick it right in your mouth.
Where'd Lou go?
I don't know. Luke saw a moment
He
to take a
wandered.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah,
here he
he's
is.
back.
Oh,
Here he goes.
Okay.
He went to get an
Hey,
egg
Lou,
salad
Lou-
sandwich.
Lou, what is that behind you? Is that a painting?
Hold on. Now ask him.
Lou, is that a painting behind you?
Yes. I have two of them. These are oil paintings I did when I was about 11.
Can you hold it up to the camera? I'd love to see it.
This pales in comparison to your work, Jack. This
Yeah,
is
but
still-
you were 11.
He
I
was
was
11. Yeah.
And the guy who took lessons from was a fucking weirdo. What a
All
weird guy.
painters are
He
weirdos.
was a weird dude. Yeah. And I got another one.
What's the other one? That's not bad for 11.
Are you kidding me? That's really good for good for 11.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Looks like the Leaning Tower of Pizza, but okay.
No,
There's
I
a
can see
lighthouse.
that. I can see that he was contemplating puberty at that point.
There was some kind of phallic thing going on. I don't know what.
Yeah,
Evidently.
absolutely.
Evidently.
I've lost any ability to draw. If I hear you, if
You
you,
know
don't
what?
use it, you'll lose it.
Yeah, but you know it doesn't take long to get it back. You just got to do it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'm too busy
Jack.
doing podcasts now.
I'm going to name off the first one. Yes or no? Mary J. Blige.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Not no, we got to hear the rest of them, right? And I'll give you a chance to go back. Now, they're not taking all of them, but this is actually a very interesting list. I found this a pretty good list. There's some good argument to be made on both sides.
Yeah, let's
like
keep
Mary
rolling.
J.
Will you?
Blige.
I mean, enough with the pontificating. Can you just give me the goddamn list?
This motherfucker, the king of fucking pontification. This motherfucker. I don't miss the days where Jack go, whoa, wait. Now let me pontificate over this. So, and he would go into these fucking diatribes of like just fucking. I'm like, oh God.
Scott, can you do me
God.
can you do me a favor and could you please give me the definition of diatribe?
He's a
Yeah,
pontiff
when
of
Jack used to
pontification.
be on milk crates and turntables. That's the fucking definition. That's the definition. It's actually a visual too, but you should go to the video for it.
Scott's perspective of the definition of diatribe is when all the Indians passed away.
Oh,
What the fuck? That's, well, that we miss. That I miss. That I miss. All right, so you say yes. Okay. Mariah Carey.
You know what? Listen.
Here we go.
I
He's
am
going to
not-
pontificate.
No. I'm not a huge Mariah Carey fan, but you know, she's had a long career. But here's the point that I'll make. That almost anybody that you name now should be welcome to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because they've lost their standards a long time ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it has nothing to do with rock and roll anymore. It's popular music, and they want to sell tickets to the damn museum and have viewers. So yeah, sure. Mariah
It's all
Carey.
about money.
Okay.
It's all about
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Go
you
ahead.
have to say yes to Mariah Carey before Mary J. Blige. Mariah
Well-
Carey's a fucking monster. She owned the 90s. She has the most popular Christmas song ever.
How many
Like every
songs?
year.
How many songs has Mariah Carey written?
It's not how many she's written, it's how many she's fucking brought to number one. Look
No,
at her
and
fucking track record.
And I get that. I mean, Sinatra didn't really write songs, and
Right.
Elvis didn't really write songs. But so
Yeah.
go
I mean,
ahead.
Mariah
Who's
Carey.
the next?
The next one, of course, another female, because this is what they do now.
Wait a minute.
Here we
Hold
go
on a
again.
second.
Well,
Wait
you know
a
it's
minute.
coming.
Wait a minute.
You know it's coming.
Are you insinuating that we're making room for the women right now?
Yes.
Because
I think they're squeezing them in.
so you don't think that Mariah Carey or Mary J. Blige or who's the next one you?
I
wanna
say
list?
no to Mary J. Blige. I say yes
All right.
to Mariah Carey.
All right, keep going. Who's the next one?
Cher.
Okay, so
Be careful
Cher-
now.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Be careful.
Don't be fooled by the name.
Look, no, not for nothing. If you're talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cher is more rock and roll than Mariah Carey or Mary J. Blige. Long history, you know, edgy, incredible career.
How long history of what? Cherokee people,
That's Paul Revere and the
Cherry-
Raiders.
gypsies,
Yeah, wait.
tramps, and thieves. And
Yeah. Yeah,
It's-
come on.
She had some of the biggest 70s cheese ever. If it wasn't for that TV show, she would not be on fucking the radio.
Uh-huh. Have you ever heard the song Octopus's Garden? Is that kind of cheesy?
It is. That is a fucking cheesy song.
It is a very cheesy song. Look,
That is cheesy.
look. If you're considering Mariah Carey or Mary J. Blige, you got to put Cher in there.
Well, I
She's
said
had a-
Mariah Carey has more hits than Cher. She sold more records than Cher. Cher left the music industry and came back with this, that if we could turn back time, with that fucking, she doesn't have an ass. She has a lower back with a crack in it in that fucking video. That's all I can say.
This
Right.
show has turned into something different. There's just a lot of bitterness.
Blame those two, Jack. Blame those two.
Oh no.
I don't
Blame those
understand. Look. You have to not admit, but acknowledge. Like in this country,
Yeah.
Cher is an icon.
She's an icon because she had a TV show, Sonny and Cher,
Yeah.
which is an iconic
Yeah.
70s TV show.
And she had a
She did Moonlight.
hugely-
She did the fucking movies. She did a couple movies, and she was good. She did. She was fucking Rocky. What's his name's mother in Mask?
Rocky Dennis.
Rocky Dennis.
Rocky
I,
Dennis.
I dated a girl that looked like him one time. That didn't.
I think I dated that. I think
Here
I
we go
dated that
same
girl too.
girl. Same girl.
I think I dated that girl.
It had something to do with the shape of her mouth.
Wow. This show has changed. It's changed.
We
So-
can't go
No,
back.
But
the way you
Cher
can
is
do it.
music wise. Cher
I
music
thought I was coming here to help kind of perpetuate.
You are. Trust me, you are.
the culture.
Actually, thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Oh, are we being broadcast on Fox News? What the hell's going on here?
So, I mean, music wise, what has she done since fucking Turn Back Time?
Do you?
And that was
believe-
80, what,
Do you
84?
believe?
Wait a minute. Are you
She
telling
put
me
out a
that
Christmas
Cher-
song.
Are you telling me that Cher's music is any more or less cheesy than Mariah Carey's?
Mariah, I would say it's cheesier than Mariah Carey has some pretty good fucking songs.
Like,
She has a better voice too.
yeah, but it's not about the voice. Mick Jagger
Not about the
doesn't
voice.
have exactly the greatest voice in the world. David
I
Lee
think-
Roth doesn't have the greatest voice in the world.
You know what Cher falls
So it's
into?
not about the voice. Is it about the voice? Is that what you're telling me?
Say the
Just
word
Tom-
voice
just-
one more time because you just snuck it in like 4 times in like
Does Tom Waits have a
15
good
seconds.
voice?
Oh, wait a minute. Did we lose Jack's mic? Is your audio there, Jack?
Oh,
Oh,
you silenced him. Oh,
Did you mute me?
yeah, no, you muted yourself.
Yeah,
You were faking it.
I was faking.
Cher, you know what Cher falls into? The Dolly Parton category. That's all that. That's the same fucking.
Wait,
What about the mid '60s?
is not talented.
No, I'm saying Dolly Parton herself said, I don't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But Dolly Parton more than likely belongs in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because of her
Well,
career.
she doesn't.
And look, I'll do that based upon the premise or the theory that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore.
How the fuck could Cher get in over Glenn Campbell?
she's more
Glenn-
rock and roll.
Than Glenn Campbell?
Yeah,
I'd say so.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, but Glenn Campbell was, I mean,
I think
his
they're both
track
full.
record,
It's all
He was a
pop music.
badass.
and he's not in, but they want to put Cher in there. They want to put Mary J. Blige in there. This is how I hold. I'm like, if you're not letting these people in, like Gordon Lightfoot, or, you know, you can go down the line. America should go in before Mary J. Blige.
Well, they always want to put an R&B singer in.
Yeah.
And remember you asked me the same thing, and I agreed with Mary J. Blige. And when you asked me about Mariah Carey, I love Mariah Carey. I love some of her songs, but I said no because I thought Mary J. Blige was more legitimate to be in. But this is why the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame sucks, because look what we're debating. Like 1 minute we're debating they have more sales. Next minute we're debating they have a better voice. We no one's going to agree on this stuff.
Jack,
Nobody.
put your Morrissey glasses back on.
I was just like, these are like readers when I paint.
See? I knew Jack was a Morrissey fan.
Cher had at least 40 decades of constant activity.
40
I mean,
decades?
four decades. Yeah.
Listen,
Constant.
listen,
What did she do
she's
in the
really
90s
old.
and 2000s?
But wait a minute. I think
She
the
made-
one thing that
she made movies, she did music.
Well, movies then go in the fucking
She had
actors
a
hall of
string of
fame,
hits in
whatever
the
that's
70s.
called.
A string of hits with Sonny and Cher. I mean, are Sonny and Cher in the rock?
Hey,
and
if it
roll?
wasn't for Sonny, Cher would be nothing. Okay,
There's a
I
point
think
to be
the other
made
way
for that,
around.
But
I'm only kidding.
well, no,
She was
Sonny,
the talent. She was the talent.
listen,
Sonny
not-
was an arranger and a producer and a songwriter.
All right.
Yeah, listen. Not for nothing. You can pick on Cher all you want, but she's been in the spotlight for what 50 years.
40.
She
40
hasn't been in the
decades, Jack.
spotlight in 20 years.
You know
No,
what are you talking about?
she has not been in the spotlight in 20 years.
Just a Christmas.
She-
song.
She's got to.
Everybody does a fucking Christmas song.
Did you hear it?
No, it was horrible.
She did it. No, it was pretty horrible.
I think the
It's
one
pretty
thing that we can all agree upon is the credibility of the selection of who gets in and who doesn't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is largely flawed.
Yeah, it's lost its way.
There are a lot of people that should be in that are not in. There are a lot of people that are in that you could make the argument that they
Carly
don't-
Simon,
Oh God, we're going down that
the
road.
Go
again.
Go's, the Go Go's.
So you just
All
seem
right.
to have a problem with women. I mean, I know that it's been a long road of you being turned down by women for many, many decades, almost as long as Cher's career.
40 decades.
Well, I've turned
40
down more women than they've turned down me, bitch. So, all right, let's move on. This is an interesting one for you, Jack, and I know you're a big fan. Dave Matthews Band.
Dave Matthews should absolutely be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Based on
Take your pick. Big songwriter, a lot of albums sold, many tours. He was the number one grossing concert artist of the 2000s. He's got the longevity. He's got the fan base. He's still selling out places left and right. His fan base is absolutely, absolutely huge. He's played with everybody. So he's played with
30 years. He's been around, right? 30?
Oh, probably more than that. So wait a minute.
He has an XM channel.
The first time I heard him was I think it was 97, 96, 97. Was the
Has
first time I
anybody
really heard
has
him.
anybody on the show right now actually seen him live?
No, and I want to. I have a bunch of his DVDs. I've seen him live on DVD.
Hey, Mark, if you went to see him, what would you say?
He's incredible live from what
I
I've
hate
seen.
that fucking son.
He is amazing live.
Yeah, he is.
So-
Yeah,
so
I
look-
have no problem with that.
Look, I'll give you one of the reasons why I think that he is a credible artist. So I see him pretty much every year. He comes to Guilford, New Hampshire all the time. So last year, my son and I, we went both nights, saw him between the two nights. He played 54, 55 songs, repeated 0.
Wow.
He repeated 0.
Yeah.
I mean, a band that can pull that off.
Pearl
I'll
Jam
tell you
does
what-
that, right?
Yeah, they do. They have a couple of repeats. Like they always play. Like you're never going to see a Pearl Jam show where they don't play alive, and that's
yeah.
fine.
That's a
You know,
a fan favorite. Yeah.
It's just it's the
Or Jeremy,
crescendo.
or,
It's
yeah.
no Jeremy. Not every show.
Hmm.
Not every show, but
Interesting.
alive
Yeah.
alive is a consistent song
Yeah.
every show.
That's what broke them. That song is the one that shot them into the mainstream.
Like it's the one thing that leads them to like the encore, and it's the one thing that they know that it gets everybody off their feet. It's like
Yeah.
U2. Like U2, they mix up their set list and they don't, but they always play Where the Streets Have No Name.
Hmm.
I remember I saw them in Arizona, and I never saw them do a faster version of "I Will Follow" than at fucking Sun Devil Stadium. It's
Same
like they
here.
just wanted to get it over with.
Same here at Giant Stadium. I
They
saw him
did
on
it
the Joshua
fast.
Tree tour. They played it like a punk band.
Played it a little faster than usual, but it's a fan favorite.
By the way, I don't know if we've talked about this, but I was out at this fair and saw U2 out there.
We haven't talked about it because you haven't been on the show in 3 months. So how could we have talked about this?
You know, maybe you should invite me from time. You forgot me tonight.
This
You
was
motherfucker.
planned, by the way. This plan.
Yeah.
And how he's playing the victim card. What is wrong with you?
Yes,
What
I'm a
happened to you?
victim. Please come and give me a hug.
You
I'll
sound
get
like
you
a
a shirt
liberal
that says
now.
I'm a victim of Scott.
Now you sound like a liberal.
Victim of Scott.
Oh,
You're
my
a
God.
victim of Scott.
I
What
torture
hap-
these two, Jack. I fucking torture these two.
What,
No, you
what
just
guys,
torture me
why do you come on the show anymore? This is
because
I've been told I'm a pleasure to abuse.
dude. What happened? It's Milk Crates and Turntables, hosted by Tucker Carlson.
And maybe I'll get 5 million views.
we'll get him a bow tie.
Maybe I'll get 5 million fucking downloads. All right, let's move on.
Hey,
Eric-
can I
Eric
just say
being Ro-
something? Can I
Huh?
say something now?
Yeah.
Dave Matthews had one. I've said it many times. One of the best film roles. Otis in Winn-Dixie. He was
Yeah,
perfect in that
that's true.
role.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's touring yet again this summer. If you have an opportunity, you should go see him.
These guys just live like that. They can't settle down. They don't know what it's like to live in a fucking house. Some of these
Dude,
guys.
I have to tell
They
you,
don't
in
want
some of the covers they play. Do yourself a favor and jump off of this shit show right now and go on to YouTube and pull up Dave Matthews' "Fool in the Rain," the Zeppelin cover. Unbelievable.
I just jumped off.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I will.
Hey,
Ooh,
you know
Lorraine,
who's touring this summer, and I'm going again. I'm gonna see them again. I'm getting my tickets tomorrow. Korn. If you've never seen Korn, and you get a chance to see them, fucking see them.
I love them, and I've never seen them.
Of all the vegetable heavy metal bands, they are definitely the best.
Go see Dave Matthews play his acoustic guitar.
I like prunes. Prunes are good.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Eric B. and Rakim.
The Electric Prunes.
Too much to dream last night.
Jack, you don't know enough about them, so don't make any decisions about them.
I will admit that I don't.
Eric B. and Rakim, maybe not right now. Although Rakim is the greatest.
Yeah, early
rapper
right?
of all time.
Yeah, early rap. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the greatest rapper of all time. Now, when you see Eric B. and Rakim back in the day when hip hop broke, the DJ was the main star. The rapper was just kind of the side guy. The DJ was the one with the beats. He was up above the stage, and and Rakim
he was actually making those beats in time, like like now with the electronics and everything.
And Rakim actually was probably the guy that flipped it and it stole the show, where the rapper just said this guy.
So do you think that they belong in the Rock and Roll Hall?
I would love to see them there, since Run DMC is in there, and it's not LL Cool J's got some award. They made it look like, I think we discussed that.
Yeah.
They made it look like he's in, but he's in some other section of it. It's not really
It's like Judas Priest. They didn't really get in. They got a special award.
Yeah, they're in a different section of the. I would love to see them in, because they are innovators in hip hop. They are originators. They came out with a whole different sound. Rakim was absolutely. Rakim influenced I don't know how many fucking rappers, and probably still is today. But I don't think they'll get in. I don't think they'll get in.
How does Judas Priest get some special bullshit award after all they've accomplished?
Yeah, and they have a gay lead singer, which you think the fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would be like, oh, let's let him in.
Well, heavy metal gets no respect.
I'm with you. I think they should be in. I think they should be in. What's that?
Wait a minute.
He's intimidating looking. That's why he hasn't gotten.
He's intimidating looking.
He's a big intimidating gay guy.
And they don't like that.
No, they're scared of that.
Lou, if I said that, Jack would have been like, "What do you mean by that?" But he's not. Why isn't? I don't know why he won't.
Go ahead, Jack.
I'm just holding my tongue.
You don't have to.
I'm just holding my tongue there.
Okay. Here, let's move on. Here's an interesting
one. They're afraid of bears at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Is what it is.
Okay, he's a leather daddy. Leather daddy, yeah.
Wait a
That's
minute,
what he is.
So's Mark.
Isn't it fucking hilarious?
Wait a minute. Rob Halford is bald. I don't think he's a bear. I think he's an otter.
He has a big beard. I don't want to know what an otter is, but tell me.
So my understanding is
my
understanding is an otter is built like a bear, but is less hairy. So he's kind of like Scott. Scotter.
I've been called no. I've been called a daddy bear. I think I have some gay friends that are in the military. They were don't say no, don't say you, whatever it was, and they're like, oh no, you're definitely a daddy bear. So
no, you're not. You're not a daddy,
dude.
You're not a daddy bear. You are Scott or McLean.
I'm writing it down.
Jack is back, everybody. Now he's in the mix. Now he's warmed up. Now that's the Jack right there. Not this soft thing that came on about 15 minutes ago. Jack's back. All right, this is an interesting one, Jack. The next four, it gets a little more interesting. Foreigner.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you look, Foreigner is classic rock. I mean, you can make the argument that they're arena or corporate rock. And they're definitely one of those bands. Like, look, Scott, you and I have had this conversation. Like, there's the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, and the Who, and you grew up and you knew every member and you knew everything about them. And then you had this period of time, in the mid to late 70s where we got into corporate rock, and it was Mick Jones and Lou Gramm and those other guys, or it was Tom Schultz and Brad Delp and those other guys.
Jeff Lynne.
Yeah,
and ELO.
Jeff Lynne and those other guys, right? But at least for me, they are a truer representation of rock and roll and belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame far more than a Mary J. Blige, than a Mariah Carey, than a Cher.
Yeah.
They are rock and roll. They have so many great songs.
Yeah.
They've been touring forever, although I don't know if there's anybody in Foreigner that was
Mick Jones,
in Foreigner that is
Mick Jones had to retire because of his heart problem or something.
And Lou Gramm just hung him up. He hung the vocals up. He said, "I'm done with music."
We are coming into a period of music, like within the next 10 years, that Styx, Boston, Foreigner, Bad Company, and a bunch of other bands will be touring, and there will be no original members in those. Right. It'll be like going to see the Coasters or the Temptations.
Yeah, the only original is the Roadie.
Well, the
Roadie, third bass player,
the Roadie, or the Avatar.
Yeah, the Avatar.
That'll be Kiss.
That's coming. That's coming. Yeah. All right.
Foreigner had the great rock and roll radio rock songs.
Oh, Anthem. They had a couple of anthems. Yeah, Jukebox Era was like an anthem, right?
Just for shits and giggles, give me your top 3 Foreigner songs, and we'll start with Lou.
Dirty White Boy. Dirty White Boys. I like I Want to Know What Love Is. I like that ballad.
Great song.
Shit. I mean, I like that word album cuts. Head Knocker. I just thought it was a great,
yeah.
I mean, there's
awesome.
There's a ton.
Who's next?
I'll go with Rev on the Redline, Head Games, and Dirty White Boy.
Cool. Scott?
I like from their debut album, Long, Long Way From Home.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
That's, I mean, that opening riff is fucking, it's just embedded and printed in my brain. And whenever I hear that, I just get that album cover pops into my head. Because back in the day, that's what we did, right? You'd sit there and just stare at the fucking album cover. I don't know if that had
prog cred early on that first album too.
Yeah.
What, like Stargazer? Is that the name of the tune?
Yeah. And they had Ian
Star
McDonald
Rider.
from King
Star
Crimson
Rider.
on in the band too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. For me, it's Feels Like the First Time. Believe it or not, I loved Urgent.
Great song.
I think that's actually a pretty good tune. And I always loved Head Games.
Yeah.
I only got to name one though. Why'd you jump me?
Because you take too long.
Oh, I did not miss this shit. I didn't know.
Listen,
if you're gonna
Scott, if you're gonna do a podcast, you got to get into a cadence and a rhythm where you get the information and feed it so it entertains and engages the audience and keeps them enthralled and interested.
Is that how you do this? Fuck. I've been missing that the whole time. I like Dirty White Boy.
Yeah.
Dirty White Boy is
Dirty White Boy, and I gotta go with I like Jukebox Hero. It just brings back good memories. It's never a bad song. It's brought back good memories. We had good times back then, Jack. That was kind of when we were really hitting the beginning of our prime, that early 80s,
Do you know what
was at a peak.
Do you know what's interesting to me about some of those bands, those corporate rock bands, is they all had that one peak album. Like Foreigner was always good, but like Foreigner 4, like they were the biggest band in the world for like a half second. You know, and then like Styx, the Paradise, that album, they were the biggest band in the world, right? Or
No, they weren't.
Even dare I say REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity.
1981.
That was a big album.
Was a monster album.
Yeah, it was.
And for a split second, they were the band.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Peter Frampton.
Absolutely. Come on, Humble Pie. Frampton Comes Alive.
That's one album, and you know what? Listen. Hear me out.
It's not one album. It's not.
I gotta hear this.
And,
Scott flayed me on this one.
This is a fucking 2-record set. It's a double album. You can only name 3 fucking
Fuck it.
songs off that album. That's it. That's like the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. Oh, he missed. All of a sudden, he just can't hear me. All of a sudden, this
He's
motherfucker.
not icing you out. No.
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it on purpose.
I'm learning from this. I'm watching and learning.
This fucking illiterate fucking Italian. This guy.
Oh,
He can't hear me, so I can say that.
I heard that.
Yeah, well, it's not directed at you.
bathroom break, buddies. I'll be right back.
Yeah, take your time. Jack will be fucking fixing his fucking technical difficulties. Yeah, it would be nice if he came on and just kind of.
None of us mentioned Double Vision. I think as far as a favorite Foreigner song.
Double Vision is a good song too.
There's a ton of them. There weren't too many bad ones.
No,
That's the whole thing.
no, and they just they were very consistent.
Did you see the Paul McCartney clip when I think he's in a car, and he goes, "Foreigner, what the fuck? Like, come on!" Like he goes, "What the fuck?" like put him in. Yeah. So Sir Paul says they're going to get in on that alone.
They'll definitely get in because they're at that peak now where they are one of the original, this generation's old, popular rock bands.
And a true rock band.
A true rock band when rock was something. And there was a lot of competition back then.
Can you guys hear me? I lost you for a second.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. It's not the right microphone, but we can hear you. It's fine. So I was saying, Frampton Comes Alive is a double album set. And you can only name 3 songs off that fucking album.
That's not true.
It's like the Saturday
That's
Night
not
Fever.
true.
Maybe not you, but for the majority of the people, they only know 3 fucking songs off that. Just like the Saturday Night Fever. Let me finish. Whoa. Let me finish.
You shut
Just
up.
like Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. That's a double album, but you only know 5 songs off of fucking 26 songs. 26 fucking songs, whatever it is on Saturday Night Fever. You only know fucking 4 of them.
Hello.
Okay.
So, yeah, the average person cannot name more than fucking 3 songs off of Frampton Comes Alive.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
How many songs do you think the average person can name off of Exile on Main Street?
I don't know. But if you look at it, doesn't matter what if you look at it, you say, I know that song, I know that song, I know that song, I know that song, I know that song. On Frampton Comes Alive, they're gonna look at 3 fucking songs and go, I know that song, I know that song, and I know that song.
Well, was Exile on Main Street one of the biggest selling albums of all time? Because Frampton Comes Alive was. I mean, where's it stand in comparison as far as
Frampton Comes Alive made it off of 3 fucking songs.
But listen, this all goes back to my initial point that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, their voting committee or whatever you want to call it, they open the floodgates. Like you can make the argument for anybody to be not in or in. It doesn't really matter anymore. Just let everybody in.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you and I can't.
You either have a criteria or not. So back in the Winthrop Lodge of Elks, when then all of a sudden they were letting in people
that
like
den
Tom
of
McLean and
intelligence,
Jack Calabrese, you might as well just let everybody in.
The den of intelligence there. But I'm telling you, Peter Frampton, his name is bigger than his success. His name is bigger than his success. The albums after Frampton Come Alive didn't really do much.
He had a couple big hits in the 80s. He was on MTV.
That's 2 hits in 10 years.
And Humble Pie, you got to throw that in there.
I
don't need
is
no
Humble
doctor.
Pie in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
No. Who you were with beforehand?
there'll be a category for all those bands at one point. Those workhorse bands that never gave up.
Yeah.
The opening band category.
Yeah, that B-level band.
Foghats, that's right. Yeah.
Foghat.
Jack, this one we might agree on. I think we might be in total agreement on yes or no. Jane's Addiction.
God damn it. Hello.
This motherfucker. How does he go in and out? And it's always when I talk to him, and he just mysteriously can't hear it anymore.
I can't hear now.
Ooh, I'm having technical difficulties.
I gotta remember that when you piss me off. I just gotta go. I can't.
Dean Farron, king of porn movies.
Oh, no.
King of naming porn movies.
The porn king of Australia.
The porn king of Australia.
Oh, I better get off now.
Dean Farron, the porn king of Australia.
I'm going to start.
He's not even Australian, but he's their porn king.
Is his middle name Balls?
He'll never get past that.
Down under, doesn't it?
Big Head Todd DeWitt Sprocket said, I'm home. Thanks for keeping me awake on the drive home. Great to see you, Jack.
Great to see you as well, Todd.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Hey, can I switch topics for a second? I know you guys love your music. Has anybody listened to the new Black Crowes record yet?
I heard a new song, Jack. It's good.
The whole record is
Is
really
it?
good.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's-
one.
it's
Really.
So
vital.
now let's go back on something you said about a year ago. You're like, they're done. The Black Crowes are done. The brothers don't like each other. You had this.
I never
and
said
I'm
that.
only saying this because
I never said that.
You did.
I never said
you
that.
did
No, I
because you said
never said it. No.
this is what you said.
No, I didn't.
You said I wouldn't go see them in concert anymore because they're not the same. This, that you went through this little thing. And I remembered it because they were coming around and I was like, well, I'll take Jack's advice and I won't go see them. And you were really down on them. And that's why I remember distinctly. That's why I didn't go to see them. Or I said, all right, I listened to your advice. But now here we are a year later. He's like, fucking Black Crowes, like fucking great. You said I would never see them again.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I never said that I would never see them again.
You did.
I said that I didn't have an interest in seeing that tour because they were playing almost only the first album, which I think it's a fine record, but it's not. I wanted to hear Amorica.
Concert.
I wanted to hear, Southern Harmony and Musical
There you go.
Companion.
There you go.
Yeah,
I was just playing this today.
Great record.
Yeah.
What
Good
I had said was it's disappointing to me that they've kind of sold out. They listened to the corporate entities and they said, look, you got to go back to your hits, the short songs, forget about the jams, kick out the rest of your band and just keep you and your brother, and we'll go out and market it so we can actually fill amphitheaters. It's not the Black Crowes.
Yeah. This is thing now. Go out and play your most popular record in its entirety. I can't stand
And
it.
charge fucking $300 for a floor seat, $350.
Yeah,
for a floor seat.
so just on the other side of it, I didn't say, oh my God, the Black Crowes, you got to go out and see them. All I said was their new album is really good.
I'll listen to it because Lou was telling me he likes the single, so I got to hear it.
Moving on.
It's really, really well done.
When they want to do a good single, like was it Black Friday? That's a great song.
Yeah.
Or Good Friday, I don't know, whatever it's called. That they can come out with these scary good songs when they want to.
It's just, what Scott, the conversation that you're referencing was a reflection of my disappointment is that they made that pivot to say, okay, we are now a corporate entity. We are now a business. We're gonna go back and we're gonna mine the hits of our first album. We're gonna repackage ourselves as kind of a pop band. We're gonna kick out long-standing members. We're gonna forget about the jamming and the things that we actually absolutely love in exchange to make money.
I don't accept that fake narrative. So we're moving on.
Well, listen,
I know what you
I got to
said.
tell you something.
I know what you said.
I worship at the altar.
Look, not for nothing. You can
I don't
accept
drink
it or-
whiskey
or-
like
or-
you do, Jack. I'm not a drinker. I remember things.
So as far as the Black Crowes now, who's in the band now? Is it the original members or is it the Robinson brothers? And
It's the Robinson's brothers and a bunch of hired guns.
it is. That's a new
what
record.
it boils down to. Yeah.
The new
It's
record.
easy to
But
do.
I will tell you that
I couldn't tell the difference, but I'm not the biggest fan.
no,
but-
and you know, not for nothing. Most people don't care.
You won't. Yeah. Nobody cares. Yeah. It's those two
most-
that people
most-
want to
most
see.
people
Adrenaline,
don't-
the Black Crowes,
The Black Crowes, much like Foreigner or Styx or whatnot. If you have the main guys in there, the rest of it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Jane's Addiction.
Absolutely belong in the rock
Absolutely.
and roll.
I believe so too. Yes.
They did not get the credit they deserved.
No.
Nirvana got the credit of
Yeah.
kind of breaking the hair metal band, but it was really Jane's Addiction that did it a couple of years before, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
That nothing shocking, at least to me and to my wife, is one of those flawless albums where there
Yes.
is not a bad cut on it.
Yeah, great album cover too.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a no-brainer. Kool and the Gang. Really? You got to think about it?
Kool and the Gang, a lot of great songs.
Now, we're not talking just the 80s Kool and the Gang. We're talking the fucking funk
70s.
monsters of the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, they went pop in the 80s, and they were popular.
And
they had hit after
and-
hit after hit.
And the last band to open for Van Halen.
Interesting. That's quite
Wow.
a little interesting.
They were
mix.
they were the opening band on the entire North American tour of Van Halen's last tour.
In 1984.
No. This was, reunion.
Oh,
Okay.
that
So
was
the-
Van Halen. Okay.
So this was but it was David Lee Roth,
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen, Alex Van Halen, and Wolfgang Van Halen.
It's not Van Halen. It's
Well,
not pure.
is Sammy Hagar Van Halen?
It's Van Hagar.
Yeah.
No, it's
No.
Van Halen. It's Van
No,
Halen because you have
it's
two
Yeah,
Van
it's
Van
Van
Halens.
Halen, but,
I never
but it's
accepted
not
it.
really looked at. I mean, there's people that say, "Okay, Sammy came in," and everybody has that argument.
Van
That's
Halen
a-
Mark II.
Yeah.
I'm partial to Van Hagar. Van Halen.
This is an interesting one. Lenny Kravitz.
I like Lenny Kravitz. Do I think that Lenny's career is worthy of being? If I were a purist and I went back to the early days of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I don't think he's got the statistics to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No,
Yeah.
you're right.
And I like Lenny Kravitz. I like
do
him.
too. After American Woman,
He and I don't know if
just
you
kinda-
I don't know if you noticed, but Lenny and I, we shared the same exact body type.
Just a little paler.
otters. You're otters. Oasis.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Monsters.
Giant monster band. Never
Monsters.
really got there due to the extent that they should have gotten in the United States. So they were big in every other country in the world. It's
They
interesting.
were big in the U.S. They weren't huge, but they were big enough.
For a couple years.
They were big, but tell me, did Oasis ever have a stadium tour in the United States?
I was in the military, so I remember that block of time. I was out of the
Okay,
conscious
so let me
seat,
answer.
I don't
Let me
know.
answer that
I
for
don't
you.
know.
No, they did not.
Right.
You
They
know what?
they were
You
playing.
got a good
multiple-
point because my son-in-law from England, he grew up. That's his band. He grew up in England.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
I told him how I lost track of them after and he said, "Oh no, they were huge.
Yeah.
Like these albums I didn't know about. Like in England, they were just huge in Europe."
they were playing Wembley Stadium like 5 and 6 nights, completely sold out.
Yeah.
And they would come to the United States and they would play the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts.
They're
know-
big for like 2 years here. 2-3 years.
They,
it seems
they,
like.
they, they,
Yeah,
they were
95,
they were
96,
they were
97,
big.
98.
They were big,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah,
weren't
they weren't huge.
they weren't
like that.
they weren't the phenomenon that they were elsewhere. Almost like Queen.
Yeah. Good correlation. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I never knew Def Leppard were the hugest band in the world at one point either. I had no idea of their the level of their popularity.
Oh my God, like
In the 80s.
83
Yeah.
to like 86. They were just an enormous
Yeah.
band.
Dean Farron. No, Lenny Kravitz's mother was on the Jeffersons, not Lenny Kravitz.
Roxy Roker.
Roxy Roker. Yeah. She was married on the show well, actually, it was kind of a real life situation. She was married to the white British guy on the show.
He wasn't British.
Oh, he wasn't. That's right.
That
That's
was
right.
the neighbor. The big,
That was the neighbor. Was the British guy? Yeah. He was the older white guy. Was the
Who was he? No, nobody knows who he was.
Nobody knows. And then Perry Dedovich, the AI. Welcome to the show. Maybe he'll book the Sphere in Vegas.
Dude, I get it.
Lenny Kravitz or
Yeah, I think he's joking.
Yeah.
I don't think Lenny Kravitz could fill the Sphere.
All right, let's see. Sinead O'Connor. These motherfuckers with the balls they got to do this pisses me off.
I mean, for me, I'm a huge Sinead O'Connor fan. I would love to see her in there. I don't think that maybe because she passed.
That's what it is. It's all posthumous.
And
It's
I
all
think
this is.
probably.
You know, it's interesting. Like nobody batted an eye at Sinead O'Connor. She was largely ignored, and when she passed,
Nobody went to
you know,
help her
all
when
of-
she was sick. They fucking
all of these
blackballed her.
tributes. You know, what an amazing
that.
artist, what a brave woman. That woman was tortured.
Morrissey said it right.
Yep.
Basically, how dare you, you pieces of shit, is basically what he said.
Yeah.
Did
You
you,
know,
ever
when
get
she
Sear,
needed
Scott?
help, huh?
Did you ever get Sear, Scott?
No, I didn't. Again, it was that block of time.
So what I saw,
When I
saw
saw- When I was stationed in the
I was-
Philippines.
Hibbit-
Here we go. This motherfucker. I've said that 7 times already. So when I was in the Philippines, I came home.
oh my God,
And,
over and over. When I was in the army, when I was in the Philippines, blah, blah,
I was in the
blah.
Air Force while you were fucking home smoking dope, bad mouthing your country, boy.
Oh.
That's what you were doing. You and your long hair.
Hey, Lou, you want to go out for a beer?
Yeah.
meet you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already did.
Tom's
My
down at the
father
bar.
gave me a bunch of CDs. They were probably stolen, right? And one of them was The Lion and the Cobra. I'd never heard of her, right? It just came out. It was a brand new CD, and he's like, "Here, take these back." And I started listening to that. I was like, "What the fuck?" One of the greatest albums I've ever listened. I just listened to it again recently in my car, front to back. It's a great fucking album, but I never got to see her. And I thought, Morrissey had a nice tribute to her when before his show. He doesn't have a backup band. He plays this video montage. It's really bizarre, like old 50s. And he played "Nothing Compares to You," and everybody kind of gave a big.
I'm not
ovation.
trying to one up you, but I got to see her 3 times. Saw her at the Paradise on a very first tour, on the Lion and Cobra tour, which was actually broadcast on WBCN, which was incredible. Then I saw her at the Orpheum, and then Deb and I, when we first started dating, actually saw her down at Great Woods at the time. And where she was phenomenal at the time. But you know what? I will admit that even I kind of, not intentionally, but kind of lost track of her. But I do think that it's kind of disgraceful that this kind of brilliant woman, really brave woman in a lot of ways, who had her demons and had her struggles and whatnot, was largely ignored until she passed. And then all of a sudden, everybody jumped on the bandwagon, like Scott said, and like Morrissey appropriately and rightly accused people of, jumped on the bandwagon to like just, propel this woman in her brilliance.
And her demons were put on her by an institution that she grew up in.
Yeah, the Catholic
No,
Church.
during those years,
She was way ahead of her time.
during those
She was
dissolute
way
years
ahead
of
of her
hers,
time.
was she trying to make records when she was like, I read an interview where she was living in a halfway house in New Jersey.
Yeah.
You ran into her?
During that point, like when she backed away from music, was she trying to make music, or did she just succumb to
Fucking bipolar.
Well, yeah, but
She
the
never
thing is,
really
I think
got
when
worse.
you're in the limelight, when you disappear from the limelight, people might say, "Where have you gone?" But what she was dealing with, no fan could really help her.
No.
But was
No.
she trying to make music during that period? I'm just asking rhetorically. I don't know.
No, she she started getting into this religious stuff, and there was a whole nother. Remember, you'd see pictures of her, and she'd have like this nun outfit on, and she wasn't doing any.
She was
music.
searching. She was searching.
She didn't
for
have a
peace.
record contract.
Yeah.
No one would
No,
touch
that's
her.
what I'm saying. What was it because of the whole, she seemed to peak with the whole thing with the burning of the Pope picture.
Tore
on
up the
SNL.
picture on this.
Right.
I will tell you guys, I know you guys probably haven't explored her music, but listen to her. Scott's right. The first album is brilliant, but so is the second one. The second
one's good.
record,
Yeah, absolutely.
The second record is incredible.
It's like the Water Boys. You have a Hole of the Moon, and then the next album, the Fisherman's
Blues.
It's fucking just as good as Hole of the Moon. That's a great fucking album, but people get lost on that prior album.
Did you guys acknowledge that Carl Wallinger passed away?
We did.
Man,
Of
what a
course
shame.
we did. Yeah. By the way, Jack, while you were seeing Sinead O'Connor at the Paradise and at the Orpheum, I was overseas carrying a gun for this country and walking through the bush looking for the bad guys. So I hope you enjoyed your smoking dope and going to concerts.
Let's be
While
realistic.
I was out there.
Let's
You
be
need me on
realistic.
that wall.
No,
you
you
want me
were-
on that wall.
You were in the middle of the Philippines drinking and doping and picking up women.
That too. When you work hard, you got to play hard. All right, three more. Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
Yeah. Should have been in a long time ago, by the way.
Yeah.
Should have been in before Sheryl Crow. Should have been in before fucking Carly Simon. Should have been in before the Go-Go's. Should have been in before a lot of other bands. He should have been in a long time ago.
Even for the fact of just being able to try to raise the ratings with his acceptance speech. Yeah.
Sade.
I have to admit that I don't know enough about Sade's history. I mean, I know she had a couple of big albums in the 80s, but I don't know much about her beyond that.
Right.
Does she have like a catalog?
She does have a catalog, yeah.
Like how many albums?
Every 10 years she comes out with an album.
Yeah. Well, because she had such a great fucking record contract that she doesn't really need the money. I think she toured a lot though. She toured a lot. And she stopped and had a family. She had a family, yeah. Yeah, you can go on YouTube and see clips of her tours, her live performances.
She's bigger internationally, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
and
finally,
hey, can I just retread really quick?
Yeah.
This is what got me to Sinéad. Lay Your Hands on Me. This
that's
single,
off of the Lion and the Cobra. Yeah.
Yep.
Then
and
they made a video with that too.
It's got the Sam Goody thing. It was $4.99.
Nice.
But it's a 12-inch. Yeah, this was a great
I was
song.
thinking MC Light the other day. I'm like, whatever happened to MC Light?
I think she died.
Did she die?
I saw her obit. I do believe.
All right. And Jack, last but not least.
So wait a minute. How many, just guess. How many albums did Sade put out?
6.
That's right. You apparently looked that up.
And they all sound the same.
Where did I look up anything? I'm talking to Mark showing me MC Light and Sinead O'Connor. I'm not, you put me on it. You think these fucking sausages can type that fast?
No, I don't think that you just typed it out, but I know you're retired. And aside from
here we go. We're right back to the fucking original episodes with Jack did not want to give me any fucking credit.
This is the best bottle of wine I've had in months.
Yeah.
Aside from watching the SpongeBob SquarePants marathon,
I never watched one episode of that. But the last cartoon I ever watched, and it was one of the greatest cartoons ever, and when it ended, I stopped really watching, was Ren and Stimpy. Fucking, that was the greatest fucking cartoon ever.
Dude, no South Park?
No, I never watched it.
South Park's great.
I never watched Family Guy. I never watched the Over the Hill or King of the Hill.
Scott, you would like South Park because it's funny.
I've
People
seen
on
episodes.
both sides watch it and they think that South Park is for them and they don't get it. Like,
and they're brilliant. Trey Parker and the other dude. They're brilliant comedy writers. They
South
know
Park
how to play that.
Is just amazing.
Now, I like Rick and Morty.
Perry Denovich, the AI says, Sade is big in Croatia.
I have no doubt that Sade is big everywhere but the United States.
Well, and then you got Sock 2099 says, munch me nuts. Evidently, he's a fucking foreigner. Get off my show. Munch me nuts. I bet you that motherfucker's from London or something like that.
Wait a second.
Nobody says me. They say
Sock.
my. You're on a show. You're commenting on a show in the United States, asshole. Talk like a fucking American. Don't come on my show and munch me nuts. Talk like you're on what? What's he saying?
Could that be Todd Sockman as an alter ego?
Sock 29, but he wouldn't say me nuts. Me.
Know.
Munch me. It's my. It's fucking my.
Munch me nuts.
Munch me nuts. Hey, maybe you should talk to Mark. He's some fucking soccer fan.
Guys, I got to tell you, I'm getting a little lost with these outbursts from Scott. Like, when
we can't control it. We tried.
Is this show now sponsored by Mike Lindell? Are we selling pillows on the show?
Yeah, I was gonna
see. Look at Lou. Lou knows exactly how to handle this.
Jack, we are, and actually, I'm sitting on one of Scott's pillows right now.
That's my boy.
It's under my
That's
ass.
my
It's under
boy.
my ass where it fucking belongs.
Hey,
man.
Lou. Me and Lou, buddy. Me and Lou. Yeah. Lou is the new Jack. You've
Yeah,
been
Jack.
replaced.
Oh no,
Jack,
no.
Jack, you got to understand,
No,
Lou and
no.
Scott have this camaraderie going on. I'm like the new guy. I'm the outsider.
Hey, you know, look, I get it. Hey,
Mark.
you have your political views and all that type of thing, but I thought this show was an escape from all of that.
That's what I say too.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little
Hey,
disappointed.
don't you have to watch that dude Rachel Maddow right now, Jack? Aren't you
No,
missing him
she's
right
only
now?
on Monday, and I watch her on Monday.
Oh my god! All right, Jack. Last but
And I
not
read
least,
the New York Times and the Rolling Stone magazine.
yeah, I saw a picture. I said, I thought Bob Saget died. She looks like Bob Saget. She does. All right, Jack. Last but not least,
like
again,
Seth Meyers.
A Tribe Called Quest.
There he goes.
Reading the New York Times. I fucking knew it.
He's proving his liberal credentials.
A Tribe
I
Called
think-
Quest, Jack.
Absolutely belong in the Rock and Roll Hall. Yeah, look, I would say yes to all
It's
of
the
them.
third
I
time.
think they. Yeah,
It's
I think
the
they
third
belong
time
in
being
there.
Nominated. Yeah.
Don't
Should be
you?
in.
Yeah, I talk about originators. I mean, these guys, like they came out of nowhere with that sound.
Well, so let's go back to kind of the original kind of premise of this discussion. I think that if you look at who has been let into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like they have broadened the standards, they have loosened things up. How do you say no to anybody that's on that list?
Yeah.
I can say no to a couple of them, but that's why I said at the beginning of this conversation, this is a very interesting list. This is a good list, actually, and it's actually there's argument to be made there. And
Well, look,
all of these.
At the end of the day, if the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame said, "Look, we've decided that we're going to let everybody on the list in," do you think that would be an argument out there?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That because you're letting everybody in.
Everybody
I don't-
thinks they want their favorite band in. So,
Yeah.
someone who's a REO Speedwagon fan will say, "Why can't they get in?" You know, it's like I don't really give a shit.
I get news for you. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame started out as Harvard University, and now it's Cape Cod Community College. We will take anybody.
I would rather send my kid to Cape Cod Community College than that fucking den of idiocy at Harvard. So yeah, it is like Harvard.
Had to
Like,
get
you're
in.
right.
So
You're absolutely
what's,
right.
What's going to be the real cool, legit alternative to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, so that will exclude a lot are
that's
into the
true.
Rock and Roll.
Isn't the
Hall of Fame.
Songwriters Hall of
Yeah,
Fame
but
considered a more
Lou,
prestigious thing to these guys?
isn't the whole idea of something like this to exclude people? I mean, it really should be reserved for the best of the best.
Yeah.
I agree. I think the criteria that they set should be adhered to in certain ways. Like,
And it's not anymore. It's
No,
not
it's
anymore.
not.
What the point that I'm making is the gate is left wide open.
Mm-hmm.
It's money. It's all about money.
It's selling
it's
tickets,
money.
so that-
It's money, and I honestly do think that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame plays and tries to get press by excluding certain bands.
Yeah, good point.
That's where that's really the only thing that makes it interesting anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So you think America, like, or say America, we've railed about that. Like, why
They're
are
not
they
even
not in?
talked about.
But like, so are you saying they're kind of like playing a game, like waiting to get in, knowing that Mark has made a point saying that if they add all the original people, the pool will be empty. Like, the original, the great original golden era of rock and roll. That if you put them all in America,
they could blow that load in like 5 years if
Yeah.
they just let everybody in. So, and I think Jack has a good point. It's like because when you piss people off, like the whole Rush thing, that made people that didn't know what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, prog fans don't give a shit about, but all of a sudden prog fans cared. Rush's not in, and then it helped give publicity to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
they love it.
I think the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, in terms of the criteria of letting people in and having an exclusivity or real prominence, I think it's all over. I think that they have they've compromised and just let everybody in. Like
right.
What's the point?
If you've been there for 25 years, let them in, or whatever the lowest bar is, I guess.
Yeah, look, hey, the Baseball Hall of Fame. Let's let Bill Buckner in. Let everybody in.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Scott. Say something.
No. I was just thinking the same thing. I was thinking, sports does it right. Music had it right for a little while, but it becomes, and it's just for lack of a better term, becomes the good old boy network. Hey, I remember when Kiss got in. Tom Morello was like a big fucking advocate for Kiss to get in. Like he was really, but he's in. He's one of the fucking body of the rock and roll. So it's like I want Kiss to get in, so I'm gonna get everybody to say, hey, and I'm Tom Morello, one of the coolest bands ever. I'm a great guitar player. I'm gonna tell it. So I'm saying, hey, let's, and they go, okay, Tom, yeah, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in any of that. I think he pushed them in. He pushed them across the finish line.
It's a hard thing when you try to put together a criteria or you're trying to quantify art.
But by this time, they should have had it fucking down.
It's so incredibly subjective.
But again, by this time, they should have had this thing finally worked out and fucking have. If we let 3 in this year, but they can't just let 3 in because it won't be a fucking 2-hour-long show that they want to produce and put on Disney Plus and show it later on ABC and it's all. Don't forget that has a play in it too.
There's also a time when someone was excluded because they wanted to have another R&B act. They said we need another, so someone got bumped who'd been there, really forever.
Yeah,
I don't know who the artists were, but
and that's where they started to have to. Why can't hip hop have it? It's been around long enough to start its own hip hop Hall of Fame. I mean, R&B has been around for fucking ever. They would have a great Hall of Fame ceremony.
When they announced,
there's still people in R&B and Motown soul that are not in.
Yeah, so
when they announced the Rock and Roll,
we're all in agreement.
When they talked about it originally, that was being founded. I wasn't into it because I don't look at rock and roll. It's what we like in our hearts. It's not the Grammys. It's not the stratosphere. So I wasn't into it from the very beginning.
You know who else wasn't? Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, I just said, look, rock and roll. Like I like this band. So if they don't get in, why would I be pissed off? It's rock and roll. Music is just personal to people. Yeah. And I know it's nice to get into a Hall of Fame, but I don't think from the minute they announced it, I remember I said, this will never be the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Well, I like Chrissy Hines' attitude. She's going in, her mother, her parents like, you got to go. And she's like, I don't want to go to this fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we had already discussed if Oasis does get in, they're not
going to show.
No, they're not going to show.
But they're going to tour.
Well, Liam is the only one that toured fucking Definitely Maybe.
Yeah,
Noel's like, I'm not going to play that. And Liam's like, I'll play that whole album.
Yeah, but do you know one of the reasons why Oasis won't show up? Because it makes news.
Yeah, and I don't think they fucking care. I don't. No, really, it's not that they don't care.
No. They just recognize that the way that they get press, the way that they get credibility, is they snub it.
At this point, and they've been around too long to play that game. They've just been around too long. I'm sure they look at these lists and go, "That's fucking." And because these two, especially Noel, is a very critical motherfucker. But that guy is. I'm sure he looks at these lists and goes, "It's shit. It's shite."
But Scott, the question is if the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame had an exclusivity, if they really abided by their criteria and it was difficult, like really difficult to get in, they may be more apt to actually go.
Exactly.
If it had the weight and the prominence that it should.
That's kind of what I was saying. I'm sure Noel Gallagher looks at this list and says, they're all shit. Maybe Ozzy, he might look at, who knows? Maybe he likes fucking Jane's Addiction because
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, in terms of its credibility, is a dying entity. It is going to continue to lose its relevance.
And we're seeing. We are the generation that's seeing that has witnessed that whole transformation. My stepdaughter will grow up, if she even pays attention to it, she's not even gonna fucking care. It's gonna become eventually as relevant as the Oscars.
You know how they know about it?
A big empty thing.
You know how they know about it? These kids now that wear these Nirvana T-shirts or these Led Zeppelin T-shirts, they have no idea what the bands are. They just wear them because they're cool. They sell them in Target.
Yeah,
I see 10-year-old kids wearing Led Zeppelin shirts. It just looks cool. And that's what I think that's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
My son's got one.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point. So, all right. Well, that's the
But-
end
but
of the
what-
list.
Wouldn't you have more appreciation for those 10-year-old kids if they were actually wearing like a King Crimson shirt or a
Oh, I'd high five them.
You'd be alarmed.
Well,
that
if
is
you-
kind
if
of an
you-
epic album cover, isn't it?
if you walked up to that kid and asked them a question, aside from looking very creepy, if they actually knew something about the band, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've seen
No,
those
I-
videos on YouTube where this guy goes to a concert over and it's like some fucking festival. And he's like, watch these clowns, and he sees these kids coming up and they have on like a Nirvana shirt or
Yeah,
Jane, and they're like, so hey, do you know who that is? And they're like, no.
Yeah.
And then he'll kind of dog him a little bit.
I
you
was
know?
schooled on that by my son because when he was in high school, we'd be going to Target and I'd see kids in the Who shirts, right? And I'd go, "Hey, Anthony, look, they like the Who." He's like, "Dad, they don't know the band. They just wear it because it's stylish." It's
I
like
got
a
my
stylish
granddaughter
thing.
a fucking David Bowie. It was Aladdin Sane T-shirt at Aeropostale. Fucking, it's like a $40 fucking $45 fucking T-shirt. She loves it. She loves it. She doesn't know who the fuck David Bowie is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but she in her mind thinks it gives her street cred. It makes her cool.
But my daughter wears it. Her mother wears
but
it more than
but
she does.
But you know what? You know what would be really cool if she were wearing that shirt and she was carrying 3 or 4 of those albums under her arm.
Yeah.
So the kid down the street from me, that did the autistic kid. He's 20-something years old now. Who did the Aladdin Sane with all the lyrics?
Yeah,
He
that's
drew it
great.
out, right?
Yeah.
I recently gave him the Candy O album. I'm like, can you do the same thing with this album? And he looked at it. He goes, yeah, that one. And I pulled out the inner sleeve. I said, has all the lyrics right here. And he just kind of looked it up and down. And he's like, he's a Japanese, half, where is it? Somewhere. What's the Niam? It used to be
Myanmar?
Myanmar. Yeah, it used to be Burma. Yeah.
Right.
South Burmese. And he just looked at it up and down.
I only know that because of Seinfeld.
Yeah. But he looked at it and he goes, yeah. So and I said, here's the lyrics. I pulled out the sheet and so I don't know when I'll get it, but that's going to be pretty fucking cool.
Cool.
Yeah. By the way, you know why I had this available?
Why?
Because tonight I was going to mention, like, is there any albums that are perfect from start to finish? Every song is great. And this was one of them.
I had said that recently also. Yeah. That's another one of those perfect albums, man.
Yeah.
Every fucking song.
There's not actually there's a good number of albums that are flawless from start to finish.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what I call perfect albums. And that's my opinion of a perfect album is every song even Lion and the Cobra. It has so many different types of sounds on there. And the songs that you think are throwaways are still good fucking songs.
Yeah. The second pick was Leftoverture from Kansas. I can listen to it front to back. Every song.
Yeah. What do you got there,
Revolver
Jack?
by the Beatles.
Deb and I brought the kids. We went and saw the Magnetic Fields on Sunday.
Oh, cool.
So they had some exclusive vinyl, and I picked up one.
I don't
Nice.
even
What did that cost you? About $280 for that garbage?
No. It was 135.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not walking out of that motherfucker without.
I've never heard of the Magnetic Fields.
I could turn on.
So have you ever heard of Peter Gabriel's version of the Book of Love?
No.
Oh, you got to hear that song. It's
Okay. Is that on Scratch My Back or something?
I think so. Yeah. Cool, kind of quirky band. Yeah.
All right.
You may like them. You may not dig it at all.
Hey, Jack, you know what time it is?
It's time for me to go to bed.
It's time for this day in music, which means it's time for you to go to bed.
I'm going to give you 3 strikes.
Okay. All right. On this day in 2014, tickets for Kate Bush's first live shows in 35 years sold out in less than 15 minutes. The Before the Dawn concerts, which were booked to take place in this August and September marked the singer's first return to the stage since the Tour of Life in 1979. Demand was so high.
God.
It's backwards, but I see it
backwards,
before the dawn. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Demand was so high.
It's your camera image.
Is that
It's
better?
the camera. Yeah.
I know
idiot.
that.
You're such an
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot. I said it first.
Big stupid head.
I said it first. I got it in before you did. I'm surprised you didn't say it that sooner.
I love
better?
vinyl. I love vinyl.
Yeah.
I love vinyl.
Yeah.
If you have not heard this is brilliant.
It was Kate Bush to me. The songs are either really good or they're not.
This is brilliant.
She's a hit or miss. Every song is a hit or miss with me. But I do like her.
Definitely.
Demand was so high that the singer's own website, as well as some ticket selling sites, crashed. People tried to log on.
Scott, trivia question.
Yeah.
Has she ever played live in the United States?
Once.
Where?
Saturday Night Live.
That's absolutely correct.
Really?
I know stuff.
She never did a concert here. Wow.
Nope. Never toured over here.
See, I'm smart. I'm not stupid like you think. I'm smart. And I want respect.
Scott, pick up somebody at the airport. Scott,
Hey.
run some Mickey Mouse Live
Exactly.
nightclub.
On this day in 2013, American rock guitarist and session musician Hugh McCracken died of leukemia in New York City at the age of 70.
Do you know Hugh McCracken
Hugh McCracken,
is
yeah.
a guitar player on both Brown Eyed Girl and Double Fantasy album?
He played with Steely Dan,
Yeah.
Billy Joel, Roberta Flack, B.B. King, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, the Monkees, Paul Simon, Art Garfunkel, James Taylor, Phoebe Snow, Bob Dylan, Carly Simon, Graham Parker, Eric Carmen, London Way the Third, Aretha Franklin, Van Morrison, The Four Seasons, Hall & Oates, Gary Wright, and Andy Gibb. Jesus, because of such high demand for his work, McCracken declined Paul McCartney's invitation to help form his new band, Wings, after appearing on his 1971 album, Ram.
So how is it that a guy like that is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Right?
Well, just like Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell was with the Wrecking Crew. I mean,
he's made more of a contribution to music than Cher has.
And Jesse Davis.
Agree.
Jesse, well, there's so many unsung studio guys. Like he's not as well known as the Wrecking Crew, like Scott said.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, like you said, he turned out. He played the guitar solo on "My Love."
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was the one time McCartney was trying to dictate. He goes, "Let me just play this thing."
That's right. That's
And
right.
One
I've
time
heard that
McCartney
story.
put his ego aside and said the guitar solo was perfect.
He said, fucking shut the fuck up, basically, and let me play.
Let me do this, you know.
On this day in 2006, Tina Brown, the sister-in-law of Whitney Houston, sold pictures taken in her bathroom to the National Enquirer. God rest in peace, National Enquirer, claiming Houston had been taking...
Wait a minute.
They go to business.
Wait a minute.
National Enquirer is not what it used to be. National Enquirer in the 80s.
Wait. Not God rest in peace, Whitney Houston. God rest in peace, the National Enquirer.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Does this mean Elvis was not abducted by the aliens?
That's right.
The head of a golden retriever.
National Enquirer meant more to me than Whitney Houston. It was the greatest fucking magazine. The greatest newspaper
here we go
ever.
again.
Oh, God.
So it sold pictures taken in her bathroom to the National, claiming Houston had been taking crack cocaine. Oh, well, right, those pictures were. The pictures showed drug paraphernalia, including a crack smoking pipe, rolling papers, cocaine cake spoons, plural, and cigarette ends strewn across the surface tops of the bathroom.
$100 bill.
$100 bill, y'all. Caked. Yeah.
I thought you said cake.
Yeah.
I could go for some cake right now.
Let's see. On this day in 2005, after playing a warm-up date the night before at a Los Angeles sports arena, U2 kicked off their Vertigo tour at the iPay One Center in San Diego, California. 131-date tour, world tour, would see the band playing in North America, Europe, South America, and Japan.
I pay too much for concert tickets.
Yeah, that tour grossed $389 million. On this day in 2001, who's in the news today, the artist formerly known as both Puff Daddy and Puffy and Puff Daddy said in an interview on MTV, "I did not do sex trafficking." That's all I'm going to say to that. On this day in 2000, Jimmy Page accepted substantial undisclosed liable damages from a magazine which claimed he had caused or contributed to the death of his Led Zeppelin bandmate, John Bonham.
Ooh.
Yeah. On this day in 1995, singer Jimmy McShane died of complications from AIDS. He was the lead singer with Tarzan Boy.
That's what that is.
Baltimore. It was the
That's
name of the band
Tarzan
was
Boy?
Baltimore. Yeah.
Okay.
On this day in 1992, over $100,000 worth of damage was caused to the Irvine Meadows Amphitheater in California when Ozzy Osbourne invited the first 2 rows of the audience on stage. Several others took up the offer, and the band was forced to exit the stage. On this day in 1982, David Crosby was arrested after crashing his car on San Diego Highway. Police also found cocaine and a pistol. I remember that. That was a big deal.
Not my cocaine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yep. When the police asked Crosby why he carried the gun, his reply was John Lennon. That's okay.
Not a bad point.
On this day in 1981, Blondie started a 2-week run at #1 in the U.S. singles charts with Rapture. On this day in 1976, Phil Collins, as mentioned, Genesis began their first North American tour since Peter Gabriel left the band, appearing in Buffalo, New York, with Phil Collins taking over. On this day in 1973, Led Zeppelin released their 5th studio album, Houses of the Holy. The album title was a dedication by the band to their fans who appeared at venues they dubbed Houses of the Holy. Did you know that?
No, but
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. I'm glad he left. Thank God he left. Thank God. That's why I was just like, this is shit I would not have I would have just been, I wasn't even going to do this segment because we already at almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Exit stage left.
Yeah. And you know what? That's about it today. Lady Gaga was born today. Fucking John Evans, man. That's it. That's all.
Let me tell you something. I just got a text from Tom. I'm drinking at the bar and I'm drunk, but you're getting drunk and everybody sees it. No, I'm not that bad. Come on.
No, you're
Come
not.
on.
Well, gentlemen, let's wrap this up. As I always say, thank you for your time. Thank you for your knowledge. But most of all, and I always mean this, thank you for your friendships. I'm glad that Tom introduced us. And
Tom is probably pissing on the side of my house right now.
Yeah,
walking back.
He's probably
from the bar.
filming it. He's going to fucking send you the video.
Oh, God, yeah, and he did last time. I know.
And for everybody listening, thanks for watching. Thank you for listening. If you like it, share it. If you didn't, well, thanks for listening for 2 hours and 47 minutes. So we were so ahead of schedule until fucking Jack came on. We were going to get done in less than 2 hours. Here he is. I shouldn't even let him on. Jack.
Sorry, I lost you guys.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We're done. I was just checking out. I'm checking out.
Thank you. Thank you for
Stu
coming
left,
on.
I
You
said
gave
I
us a
wasn't even going to do this section. And I saw Jack was there, so I said, I'm going to do it. Thanks to you. You brought us up to almost 3 hour show, buddy.
It's great.
Well worth it. Well worth it.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Great. That's what I say.
I'm so happy that I came on. This has been a wonderful use of
Patty
my time.
Yazzie said, thanks for the info and laughed. Great show. Nice seeing Jack again. Have a happy Easter, guys. You too, Patty. And like I always say, doing this show for you guys, to quote my favorite artist, Morrissey, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. Jack, my friend, I love you. You know that, buddy. You need to come on more often. Just come on a little earlier.
Is Morrissey really? Well, I didn't realize you. I keep forgetting. You guys start earlier now, right?
7. Yeah, because Mark has to get up for work.
I do have the sign.
There it is.
I have the sign.
There it is.
You know what?
Hey, Mark, hold that up again. I want to get a picture of that. Hold that up again.
Okay.
Jack, give the thumbs up. There you go.
I forgot that you guys started earlier. I apologize for coming on later. I thought that I literally thought I was only a few minutes late.
No, it's
You're
because of
lucky
me.
Mark likes you. You're lucky
I have
Mark
to wake
likes
up
you.
at 5:30 in the morning on Friday, so I said,
I get it, man. I get it. Look, I'm not a big believer in these like 2 hour shows. I think you guys should do a solid
9 minutes and call it a day.
9 minutes.
How about 30
Nine.
seconds? I know a lot about that.
9 minutes. 30 seconds. Yeah,
These
if you met
guys
my
know
two
way
kids,
too much to condense it. I learned that right at the beginning. These guys know way too much.
It just
Yeah,
flows.
Lou,
It just
When
flows.
you're with the professor, you can't. You can't.
We can't
Well,
keep
hey.
Lou down. He's fucking bubbling over.
I have to tell you guys, it is awesome to see you and to be on. I wish I
Jack.
could be on more often.
Well, you know,
guys
you can
are-
always pop on.
Yeah.
I know.
they-
I know.
You can do it on your telephone.
No, don't. I don't want that. No, that would drive me fucking crazy.
It's great on the telephone.
That would drive
Hey,
me crazy.
hey, Scam, it's me.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Just call in, Jack. Just call in.
Hey, Lou, did I step on you, Lou? I'm sorry. Perry, did I step on you? Oh, I'm sorry.
We're so sorry, Mr. Calabrese. All right, everybody. Before
Waiting
this
for the
gets way
worm.
out of hand, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Say goodbye, boys.
Goodbye.